Hello everyone, and welcome to this evening's presentation from Tabletop Roleplay Data. I am Beth, and I am the Dungeon Mistress for the Land of Doc Dreams campaign setting. I apologize for our being absent the last couple of weeks. I was recovering from a surgery. I'm fine, everything worked out exactly as it was supposed to, and I feel all the better for it. Every day I can chip away at dysphoria is a happier day for me. I also apologize for cutting the last session a little bit short. I guess my internet at the break decided it was done with today, and it just said, I'm out. And that's what happened. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. It's clear skies outside, and I don't foresee anybody crashing a car into my building. So we should be good on that round. I don't think we have anything crazy as far as announcements are concerned. God, do we have anything I have to talk about? Nope, God's shaking his head. God says we're good. All right. Then I think we need to get rolling. Tonight's episode of The Land of Doc Dreams. Welcome back. So, where we last left off. You were granted some time off from your ongoing struggles against the Silent Dark, and you decided to spend the day doing tasks for Kalis, the proprietor of Adventure with Advantage. She explained that a certain object she was looking for, called the Golden Lotus, was in a unique location on the plain of Niflheim, and I'd like you all to retrieve it. In order to get there, you have to pass through the infamous City of Doors, colloquially known as Sigil, and then onwards to your destination. You traveled through a door in the back of Kalis' shop, and after a brief moment of panic, exited the same door, and found yourself in the bustling donut-shaped metropolis of Sigil, the City of Doors. There you were accosted by a small child who looked on the surface level to be the same race as Tempest, named Dareth. He guided you around the town for a while, showing you a few sights, introducing you to a few other individuals, including Amaris, a more sinister-looking individual, who also seemed to be aware of your mission, somehow. Amaris offered you a significant reward for the same Golden Lotus if you were successful in your mission. You traveled forth until you finally reached the Screaming Gate that would bring you to Niflheim. There, in the densely packed forests and gloomed mists, you came upon 3 monks and a Lilland. The Lilland seemed distressed that she was not able to bring these monks with her towards their destination of Celestia. These monks explained that they were awaiting their master, Nikolai Goodmain. Unsure of what to do with this information, you carried on until you arrived at the Obsidian Spire. Upon entering it, you found yourself standing on a platform overlooking a realm of eternal twilight and void, seeing little else except the twinkling of stars coalescing around you. So, Misfortune, what would you like to do?
This is very strange.
Yep. Quite. When I don't understand something, I just go ahead and look over at I'm blanking on names. God, it's been too long. Renard. Renard.
We all know.
Magic stuff.
Yes. If what we're told to believe, if we are led to believe is true, then he will pull out the key that was supposed to open our way into, I believe it was the Black Tower.
That's where you are.
Yes. And while it has been a long time and the player does not remember, I have keen mind, so Renard absolutely remembers, and he will perform the acts necessary to open the doorway into this Black Tower.
You're already in it. Yeah, you guys walked through last session. You're inside of it now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all sparkly and there's windows and stuff inside, right?
Yep.
Right.
Big windows that seem to illuminate everything, but when you look past them, all it is blank white space.
And I'm sorry, what else is in this room?
You are standing at the base of 4 platforms. These platforms are connected by stone bridges that span between each other. On each of the platforms is a brazier that seems to illuminate a small area, and you can see statues facing on the 2-tiered system. So it's basically you're at the bottom tier of a platform. 2 stairways extend left and right onto 2 middle tier platforms, and then they rejoin each other on a much higher tiered platform. In between all of this is blank voided space, and what looks to be a floating banner of 3 golden shields.
So the first thing I would recommend is don't step off anywhere that you can't see the bottom of.
Noted.
Could we fall to our deaths? It feels like we could fall to our deaths.
Let me put it this way. You would not fall to your death. You would just fall.
I'm sensing forever.
Eventually you would die, but it would not be an abrupt end.
We just walked in here. There was a thing outside. How can you fall forever? I'm going to drop like a ball bearing off the edge.
To be fair, me and Cole would also don't require food or water or anything like that, so I'm sure we could survive much longer than any of you are.
But would you want to?
It
I don't
falls
want to fall
and falls.
forever.
You can no longer see it.
It may end up somewhere, perhaps back on the plane of Niflheim, but let's not test that theory.
Yeah.
Temptations.
Did your ball bearing just hit someone on the plane of Niflheim?
Somebody somewhere. Ow!
Someone somewhere in eon from now just got hit in the head, and they're like, what the
Where the hell did that come from?
Who's throwing stuff?
Good thing I signed them all Tempest.
That's probably big for when I fall on them and I know who to kill.
To be fair, that would probably be the most impressive act. Signing an entire bag of 1,000 ball bearings with the name of somebody else.
There's
I don't even want to imagine the time.
We had a year, 23, and Roman totally spent the time.
You're signing a ball bearing, though. That's like writing on a grain of rice.
We had time.
Okay, so the air around you is cool, chilled, almost like you're in a place that's almost in the dead of winter. It's a little brisk. The air, you can see your breath coalescing in fog off of it. Peering around, the place looks relatively desolate, despite the fact that there are braziers that are currently lit. You don't see sign of any creature, living or dead.
If it's cold, I'm going to take out my flame tongue short sword and I'm going to light it up for warmth and for vision.
Vision's not so much of an issue. You can see just fine.
Oh, yeah.
We were warned this place was bleak. I didn't really believe it until seeing it, I suppose.
Pick it now.
Might
Yeah.
be bleak, but that doesn't mean it's absence of anything of value. We should investigate these other platforms. I don't think any one of them might be more important than the others, or maybe they are, but we have to start somewhere. You said we were sitting on a middle platform, and this is connected to 3 others?
It's connected to 2 others, which are higher set, and then those 2 are connected to a singular platform higher up. It's almost like a diamond shape.
Okay.
I choose right.
Looking up, about how high up are the other platforms from us versus the one on the very top?
The very each platform ascends to a height of about 25 feet above where you currently are. The same goes for the higher tier platform, so 50 feet in total. As far as a height difference is concerned, it's about another 70 feet from the lowest to the highest if you were to throw a rock.
I'm gonna come over and kind of pat Sterling on the back and cast Warning Bond, because I don't trust where this is going.
Thank you.
Arnard just going to nod. Well, 23 has made his vote, and we all follow him. Right as it is.
I'm going
Okay.
right.
Ascending up these stairs, you can see a single brazier is kind of lit in the center of the platform. Overlooking it, you can see a hooded figure, or a statue of a hooded figure. The eyes are faintly lit with almost a pearly luminescence. She's holding a giant sword right between her hands, piercing down into the stone itself. Robed figure with angel wings coming out of the back.
Ooh. Interesting. Is there a similar thing across the way?
There is.
Is it the same statue, or is it a...
Same statue.
Okay, just want to make
And
sure.
actually, as you look up, you can see two more on the top tier platform.
Are there any inscriptions, anything of writing on them?
You can approach it, make a investigation check.
I will assist.
Okay.
So our luck, these are coming to life.
Well, if he's assisting, I'll roll again. So that was a 28 total.
28, okay. Approaching it, there does not seem to be any sort of inscription on the dais itself, but there is something familiar about the appearance of the statue. Go ahead and make a history check.
It's like a religious figure, maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Could I check too?
Sure.
Okay. I'm not shit.
The angelic figure, to you especially, the representation almost looks like the old heraldry that the Dawnspire used to use a long time ago. It's been changed. You don't recall any of them ever having wings, but the sword looks like one of the old Dawnspire relics from a long time ago, or at least a representation of it.
And this is... Core, why the hell would there be any heraldry of the Dawnspire here?
Pardon me. And if you would point that out to Core, that, this is similar, she would go, oh, I've no idea. Perhaps they had some sort of influence on this land. Those people were looking for Nikolai. Are they supposed to come here?
But this is, as you said, this is older. This is older than even the documentation of the Dawnspire before the Second Calamity. This is, I dare say, this may be before even Vasilia or their founding of the Dawnspire. Who knows how old this is?
Would it be possible to predict this? I mean, of course, there are soothsayers. Perhaps they knew about the Dawnspire, or perhaps the Dawnspire came here. Time does seem to move differently in this space.
What if this maybe inspired the Dawnspire?
That could be too.
That seems possible. But why would the inspiration for the Dawnspire come in a place like this? We're in Niflheim of Hades.
I don't know, but
I can answer that question for you. And you can hear a voice call from higher up the platform. Not the one you're on, but the one that's highest up. You don't see any particular figure where this voice would have come from, but it is definitely up there.
Well,
Guess we can find some answers.
I will lead the way.
Of course you
I'm behind you, 23.
I'm behind you guys.
Okay.
I'll be back here.
Making your way higher, you can see the same two statues are adjacent to the tallest of the platforms. There are 7 braziers in total, one kind of adjacent in the middle, with 3 more along the far sides. Behind this crystalline lattice, you can see a single throne where a robed figure sits holding a glass jar in which sits a golden lotus. She seems to be holding it and looking at it as if she was conversing with it before you all came in. But as you approach, she will stand up and set it on the throne.
Hello.
Greetings.
You all are Dawnspire.
No,
No, not us.
not at all. Not in the slightest.
Make a deception check.
What?
That's not a deception check.
Well, I mean, Core was kind of Dawnspire, but
Plus, we are holding Dawnspire relics, so
I would argue persuasion. Who's making the
Sure.
check, Core? Or
Sure.
I think it's probably Core. She's the
Yeah.
one who's talking.
I mean, she'll let it slide one way or the other.
I mean, in her defense, you literally are 2 creatures that were created by the Dawnspire. If anyone was a representative of the Dawnspire,
no.
Core.
It's Roman.
Ah!
that's like saying your forward fusion isn't a forward creation. Like no, it is technically. No, sorry.
She just tilts the cowl and says, "Very well. What can I do for you?"
Explanations would be wonderful of why there's Dawnspire heraldry here. Not to mention, we may or may not have come to acquire something that is. And Bernard will just kind of open hand gesture towards the lotus, if you'd be so kind as to allow us to take that with us.
I'm afraid not. And she will reach back and pull her cowl off her head, and revealing...
Pretty face, please.
She was the lotus all along.
Nothing spooky. Nothing spooky.
Tempest sister.
a dusk-skinned looking woman with very long flowing white hair. You'd think she was almost a dark elf were it not for the fact that she's a little more built and a little more solid looking. Half elf, perhaps.
So she's a thick elf.
I don't quite understand what you are doing here. You've come for... you don't understand. You don't know. How could you know? You've not been here before. Well, it is an interesting tale. My name is Alora Goodman.
And your
Nikolai
relation.
is my father.
I was just going to ask that if there was any relation.
I was not aware he had children, but I suppose he was an old fellow. He must have at some point. That's how it works, right? With the humans, the whatever?
He slew me while I was in my mother's womb.
Oh, that's...
Oh, that's tragic.
You look very not like a baby.
Certain magics, certain powers, certain desires, curses, I suppose, can manifest themselves in a lot of different ways. I am what I am. And I am here. And my father is here for his sins.
Hmm.
For all he did. In the name of good. He drugged my mother and then stabbed her in the gut to kill me specifically.
Why would you do that?
That's a good question.
Oh, I don't know, Nikolai. Why don't you tell them?
Our?
And she'll tap the glass, and it kind of shimmers for a moment. And nothing comes out, and she'll go, ah. He seemed to think that my mother was going to use me for some sort of ritualistic power and consume me or something or another, and wanted to beat her to the punch, I guess. Didn't
Who
want me
ex-
to be used that way.
Who exactly was your mother?
I think that's kind of obvious, don't you think?
Are you Shalendal's daughter?
I am.
Ah. Well, that certainly makes this a very awkward family reunion.
Core gets out a piece of paper and starts to write this down because this would make an epic story to sing about. So much drama.
Who
So,
sent you looking... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, so why can't we have that thing?
He was judged and sentenced.
Wait, he is the thing.
He is. This is Nikolai Goodmain's soul.
Then why is it your job to keep him here? Why are you the keeper? Why is he in this tower? Why are you in this tower?
What is this tower?
Some of this is making very little sense.
This tower is a demiplane I constructed. Welcome.
Nice.
He is here because he was judged and sentenced. I am here because I am here. I have no other place to be and no other place to go.
Hmm.
I have always been here. It has always been.
Who? I'm not arguing with the ruling at all here, but who judged for this circumstance, this crime?
The same person who judges everybody when they die and sends them off to their next realm.
And let's say I was someone who was not that smart and didn't know who that was. Who would that be?
It is a goddess who controls the aspect of death.
Hmm.
She ferries the souls from place to place when the mortal coil dies. This particular place is loss, entropy, void. And as she says the word void, there almost seems to be a reverberating echo of everything around her. As if that very concept held power here.
Well, it is unfortunate that you met your end while still in the womb. That is a terrible thing to rob a potential child of its future. But I'm afraid our reason for coming here is to retrieve the golden notice. Now, we were not made aware that it was Nikolai. In fact, that was a piece of information that was kept from us, I believe intentionally, though it does illuminate some potential aspects of what that may mean. In the end, though,
Who sent you?
well, that's not important.
Mm.
But in the end, I do have to ask, if he is here to be punished for what he has done, then how does one atone for this? You cannot simply expect people are entitled to suffer for all eternity for one little mistake they made in life.
Ah, the fallacy of an infinite torture for a finite transgression. Believe me, I understand. He's been here for some time. My guest. We've been conversing, haven't we, Father? Talking all about Mommy and the things she's been up to. But we'll come to that another time. I suppose we can part with each ways, but what's in it for me? What, your hand is up? Is your hand literally up?
Yes. 23 just like slowly raises his hand. Can I at least talk to it?
Yes, I also would like to speak with Nikolai.
Like, not habits, like, just don't want to talk to it. Kind of.
Come
Sorry.
forth.
I go forward.
And as you put your hand on the glass, you can feel warmth, which is odd because you're a Warforged.
Mhm.
And you can feel the mind and presence of Nikolai there.
Hello.
The state you feel is less words and more emotion, an actual emotion. And this one feels like guilt. Overbearing, horrific guilt.
I don't mean to make light of a situation, but I could totally punch you now, and there's nothing you could do about it, my good friend.
Reynard actually face palms.
I love that so much.
And Tempest chuckles.
The DM is trying to maintain a steady face, but
Sorry.
for the somber moment can't manage it.
You said that you've been conversing for some time. Have you been keeping track of time? How does time even pass here?
I'm not sure it does. I've never left.
Nikolai's barely been gone. Well, for our passage of time, barely a year, maybe longer. Not even a year, actually. He hasn't
Couple
been dead
months.
for. Yeah, sorry. He didn't die before the time skip. He died after it. That's me keeping. Time has passed, guys. Give us a break. He's been dead barely a few weeks, and these monks outside in the plane itself said they've been searching for 200 years here for him. That doesn't make any sense to me. And yet, as it is, I have to ask one thing. How... You're not aware of anything going on outside, so you're not aware of what your mother is doing, are you?
No. I know she's alive.
In more ways than one, she's not walking around the outer planes anymore. She found her way back to the material plane.
Oops.
Did she?
And it makes you wonder, after her death and all the things that she was punished for, how does she get to go back when no one else does? How is that fair? I'm curious how you feel about your mother, actually. You said that your father murdered you while you were still in the womb, and she was powerless to stop you, but do you harbor no ill will against her because she did nothing in her power to try and stop you?
Stop him, you mean?
Him. Stop you from being murdered. That train of thought cut off.
The way as I understand it, at the time, the passing of skill between Nikolai and my mother was significant.
Of course. And now she is known as one of the most powerful mages in all the realm, and she still never tried to help you. Doesn't that seem selfish?
A little, now that I think about it.
Now, while I cannot say for certain what Nikolai would do in this situation, I have only known him to be a good man who has helped people. This is a stain on his record, I will admit. But if you let us do what we are supposed to do, there's a chance you may get a chance to meet her and understand why. He made one mistake in the time of his existence that cost you, but in all the time your mother had, she never tried to fix it. Who was who was guilty of greater sin?
Reynard, if I may interject, if Nikolai has accepted his punishment, I believe he should not be taken from this place. Let's face it, we're getting a discount on magical items in order for retrieving Nikolai's soul. I don't even want to do this anymore.
This does seem a bit... the situation seems just morally gray in general, but I agree with Core, if he's accepting of what he did, then this is where he should be, I think.
I do not accept a situation where we are not allowed to choose how we are penitent for the things that we have done. If we rescue him and he decides he wants to come back here and do this again, that is on him, but we came here for a reason. Are we just going to walk away from that after everything?
I would be more concerned with how he died.
Old age.
Well, I believe he was growing weaker, based on something, I don't know what, but his power sapped away and he withered.
Yeah. Monks of his particular skill do not suffer the effects of old age. He was human and exceptionally long-lived, but he had been granted near biological immortality courtesy of some magic from a long time ago. This is why he was so long-lived. I am in the impression that something sapped away his time.
I've got a hunch.
When you say time, you don't mean a disease or a poison or anything. I believe he was quite skilled and could actually avoid such a thing. You actually mean time.
Something actually took his time away from him, yes. Something that controls time.
Like
Something.
this place. The monks we met were here 200 years ago. Could it be possible that he was also influenced by this place 200 years ago? So it just... I'm doing logic circles now. This is quite silly.
This place isn't really... This place can't... I don't know, this place just seems to be in a different time loop, so to speak. I don't know if it controls time.
My
Are
brain
there-
hurts.
I find it so strange that this place has people in it that should be very recent, but have been here for 200 years. Like, it's very specific.
I think the way you are looking at this is a little off. It is not as if I don't believe this is a time loop. I believe it is time experienced in different capacities. How do you experience time? Second by second, moment by moment? Yet even in those intermittent moments, there are infinitesimal moments of time that pass even between them. Seconds between the seconds. Now imagine if those seconds between the seconds were years instead of seconds. That would explain why things here pass infinitely faster and yet no faster at all.
Laura, what do you know about the Silent Dark?
Enough.
Are there any of the Silent Dark that can control time? Even a little bit.
Not that I am aware of.
Do you know of anything that can? Anything?
Magic items.
The lotus glows for a moment.
Answer?
He only says one name. A name I have not heard before. Sophiel.
I don't know that name.
I don't think any of us have heard that name before.
Okay. Just checking.
So, I have an idea. We take this, Golden Lotus, Nikolai, good friend, and you, and leave. That is my proposal. I think it is quite a good one. Then you get to experience life, not in a shitty tower. No offense, it's really beautiful, but seems rather lonely.
Well, if I may interject, once you're done, finish your thoughts, sorry.
No, that's it. That was my idea. She could come and live
That
on.
was the whole thing.
That was my idea. Was come and live on our plane and go live life the way it was meant to be.
If Elora was meant to be sacrificed by Shalenthal, and we bring her back to the plane, and Shalenthal is back on our primal plane as well, what's to stop her from trying to sacrifice her?
We just put her back on the board, unfortunately.
She
But-
just goes through the city doors and goes somewhere else.
We did literally come here from a place that connects to everywhere in the multiverse.
It's true.
That's true.
Laura, does this phrase seem familiar to you? At her third death, the gate will open.
No.
Figured I'd ask. Alright.
It's worth a shot, Cerulean. Worth a shot.
I mean something.
I doubt my mother knew I was here because of the fundamental workings of magic. Crossing, scrying, locating things across planes is not an easy task to do.
She only had 200 years to look.
Allegedly.
The other point is, why would she look for somebody who has already been dead whom she never met?
True.
Renard just kind of mumbles to the person next to him, the more I hear about Charlotte, the less I like her.
So,
As a person, from what I understand.
what do you think of my proposal, Alora?
I don't know if you're worthy of me or Nikolai. You carry the relics. I see them on you. I have
Yes.
identified them. But I wish to ensure You can protect me if I should leave.
Protect you?
Would
I
you go
am-
back?
Going to attack you?
Well, probably my mother if she knew I was out there.
We did just have that conversation about Shalenthal.
I don't know why she would be looking for me, though. I am curious, though, to see the inheritors of the Dawnspire, as you seem to be.
Reynard just kind of looks at himself as
Cringing faces.
the only
Getting-
person. Yeah.
I'm getting licked by a dog.
Reynard just looks at himself as the only person who does not have a Dawnspire relic and is like, yes, right, the inheritor of the Dawnspire.
And Vitali.
And Vitali.
Everyone.
Oh, right, I'm sorry. I thought Vitali had something. That's my bad.
I don't
Me and I, we're best
think-
bros.
Core
does.
really has anything either, but
Core
Core
has the
does
shield.
have the
The
shield.
shield.
It was made by
It counts.
it was never a relic. It was made for Core.
I just used the staff of Yurikir Lazaro because I was given
Yeah.
it.
Because Lake doesn't want it. Sorry, Renard doesn't want it.
So what do we have to do to prove this to you? Is this going to be an old-fashioned scrap? Are you going to conjure some horrible beastie here in this demi-plane that we have to fight? Or is there a riddle? I'm sorry, this is a situation I did not fathom in my deepest, darkest dreams that I was going to have to deal with when we came here.
And here we are.
I still just don't get. I mean, I'm not the smartest man, but this is so far over my head. And then on top of that, I keep going back to it. I understand why Nikolai's here. I don't understand why both of you are locked in this cage. I mean, he's suffering, but so are you. And it's, I guess, it just doesn't seem fair. I mean, I think people should be able to. I understand that sometimes things are not able to be forgotten or forgiven, but you didn't do anything. Why are you locked here?
That's a very good question. What could an unborn child do to have deserved to live in Hades, or exist in Hades?
This place doesn't seem to be negative or positive, it just kind of is.
Hmm.
It's not really a punishment. It's
Just
not-
for clarification, Beth, to my knowledge, there is a plane called Limbo, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's also the astral plane, the elemental seas, lots of stuff.
Places that are a lot closer to true neutral than getting sent to Hades.
Question.
this is Michael's lack of
Is it
D&D
is
lore
this
knowledge.
Connor asking a question, or is this 23 asking a
This is
question?
well, Connor asking a question for 23 based off of the logic that Renard just provided. Does this lady seem like? Is she saying who she says she is, or is she who she says she is? Yes, I would like to insight if that's possible.
Sure, go ahead and make it.
Or is she just saying I'm a Laura Goodmain? Sure, I would just like to check that this is
It's
actually
true.
and not just like I have no reason to be here because that makes 14.
She looks almost naive in a lot of things, but in this particular topic, she's who she says she is.
Well, she at
At least
least
you think so?
believe, she at least
She
believes.
she
that
re-
is.
legitimately believes she is. Yes.
Okay.
Just, I guess on a parallel to that question, just looking at her, we've seen both Nikolai and Shalenthal. Is there notable family features in there?
She's taller than Shalenthal by about a foot. She's huskier, more solidly built. Definitely half elven. Not the lithe nimbleness that one would expect from the grace of an elf.
Closer
have
to Nikolai's stature.
Closer to Nikolai than anything else, but she carries Shanthal's looks, the white hair, the dusky skin, the red eyes.
So kind of like Shalenthal if she was a bit more human.
I mean, noses and ears and such are the same. Like that can go a long way to.
She has pointed ears.
Well, I stand by what I said before. I believe that Nikolai has his right to make his decision about what he wants to do about this. And at least it may serve a part to help us figure out what the hell happened to him in the first place. As for you, I have to admit, I don't know why you deserved or ended up in a fate like this. I don't know if you deserved it or if there's some cosmic force at play here that has a greater understanding of things that have happened than we do, and you just ended up here because it's where plot was taking us along. Maybe they knew Nikolai would be here before you were ever dead, and that's why you ended up here, so you would be his caretaker, because we were coming, and things have been foreordained before we ever even thought about it. But the point still stands. We're here for Nikolai, and you're the one keeping him from us. If you want us to prove that we can keep things safe, keep you safe, how are we going to do that?
And she snaps her hands, and you all feel a sense of being disjointed as you are teleported to the platforms you had been on. You look from one side to the other, and it looks like Reynard and 23 are on the lower right platform.
High five.
I'm sorry?
So I said high five.
Tempest and Core on the lower left platform, and Roman and Cerulean are on the lowest of the platforms. And she will simply say,
Hi.
enjoy. And as it happens, the images of creatures start to form on each of the platforms. And I am going to move us to a battle map.
I just want to point out, the second that we arrive and you look over 23, Renard's head is actually slumped. He's like, I knew this is going to happen.
No, I love a good fight.
Meanwhile, I just look at Core and be like, I think we're about to fight.
I
What
do
a
not know if
surprise.
you assign. I do think you assigned division to our character tokens. Because I see blackness.
I'm
That's
blind.
right.
I
Hey.
see everything.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay,
That
that's
is
a thing.
cool.
I love
Ooh.
this map so much.
Wow. Okay, this happened.
All right, I'm putting on music. Stand by.
And just to give another shout out to the person who did this, Zoe, you did an amazing job with the isometric character tokens.
So this was you?
Yeah, I made the tokens, but the rest of the map, I had nothing
Yes.
to do with it. It looks amazing, though.
Yes,
Hardcore.
all Very, very impressive.
It is very, very nice. 8. I'm glad I'm consistent.
Oh, I should probably roll. I should
Yes.
probably
Yeah.
do that. Sorry, I'm busy looking at the map. It's pretty.
It is a very nice looking map.
It is.
I'm too distracted. I'm looking at the map. I only roll a 10. But it's still better than apparently most people.
Alright, everyone, remember, this area right here is the make a new character sheet area.
Don't say
Oh.
that.
I'm just
Reroll.
saying, of all of us here, I don't know who of you could prepare fly today, but that might be a very useful spell to have.
I have levitate. Probably not.
You always
helpful.
have levitate.
I
See?
know, it's so useless.
I like to imagine if we fall off, the little guy from Mario Kart Racing will come down on his little cloud and fish you out. We'll be fine.
There are no I don't
Pikachu.
know.
It's
Pikachu. There's no cloudy boys.
Don't worry, I've got double sight. I can see how far I'm falling.
Congratulations. Actually, if there's nothing to see, you see through it, there's still nothing there.
Has anyone seen, this is gonna be old, Spy Kids 2?
Yes.
Where they're like just falling in the volcano and they're just like this the entire time.
Where are we?
go reenact your best Loki in Thor Ragnarok.
I have been falling for 30 minutes.
Oh, Loki.
All right, Roman, you're up first. So the distances should be correct. Every 4 blocks is 5 feet. So the little tiny squares that
Okay.
you guys are standing on, 4 of those together are 5 feet. The
Got
measuring
it.
tool should be accurate, though.
Okay.
Like it.
These are tiny platforms. Oh boy.
Yeah, these are essentially 4x4s.
Yeah.
Or no, 3x3s.
Hey, Roman have the biggest ones then.
Yeah, the bigger ones count too, so it's more like 5 or 6.
5,
5 or 6.
10, 15,
They should be 6 by
20.
6. Some of them.
We wargaming boys. This is just measure your footage.
So I guess I'll just go to my 30. Right there.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah.
All right. I'll run up to there, pull out Nari, and I will make a pair of attacks. 3 attacks to be exact.
Okay.
So, Anari 1,
13 does not hit.
Anari 2,
This scythe that this creature seems to be wielding just parries each blow to the side.
How do you like fire? And offhand flame tongue.
Minecraft oof.
Buddy,
Ow.
5, 5, and 3.
Mm.
Get the bad rules out. Just get them out now.
Just warm it up. been a couple weeks. Gotta warm up.
Yes.
Oof, oof, oof. Okay.
All my movement, action, bonus action, I'm done.
All right, those moves done. The first creature up is going to float up to Tempest, bringing up this wicked-looking scimitar.
No. Stop.
Gonna
No.
float right up on Tempest, and it's going to slash at him a couple of times.
Bad demon thing. How close am I to Cerulean, actually?
You're not close enough.
Okay, we're out of boarding bond range.
The first attack will slash through you for 9 points of slashing and 5 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
That's just rude.
As it then brings its helmet down to try to impale you with that
No!
big thing it's wielding. What's your AC?
19?
He will hit you
Son of a
as you
bitch.
get impaled for 6 points of piercing damage.
That's a fucking rude spirit. Just.
Excuse me, sir! What are you doing?
This one is going to float over behind Roman
Oh.
Camera.
and do the same thing. The slash at his back. Roman's AC is 19. That will connect. As you are slashed for 6 points of slashing and 5 points of necrotic, as this blade gets right into your back. He's then going to attempt to poke you in the butt with his helmet and also lands at 7 points of piercing damage.
Wow. That's just rude.
I don't like taking damage. It's not fun.
Alrighty.
You usually die from it, so no, it's not.
The skeleton over here is going to casually stride up to 23 and is going to try to touch him.
Inappropriately?
I need him to please make a wisdom saving throw as it boops you on the nose. I'm afraid that is a failure. You have been tagged with a bestow curse.
Oh no. Oh, I can fix that, I think. Maybe.
The specifics of this particular curse are as you would imagine they are. You'd make a wisdom save to take an action.
Oh!
Core!
Oh, so God, I hope this works. I'm gonna stride up to this boy right here, and I'm gonna use Thunder Wave.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
I believe that's a con save he has to make.
Yes, I can cast it at a higher level, but I need to figure out what that does first. I think it's just damage.
It's more damage.
More damage. Okay, I don't care about damage. Submit. Can I use... Actually, I was a little late on that. Never mind.
Okay. As you conjure the energy forth and this resounding crack emanates through the sphere, his cape billows back, but he does not get knocked back.
Darn it! See,
You just tried to do what shamans do in World of Warcraft.
I've always wanted to be a battle master fighter just for a scenario like this where I could kick people off of maps like this. Oh, so close.
Yeah. I know what
Is
you're
it
going
half
for.
damage?
Yeah.
Half damage, yeah, okay.
Pushing attack is pretty fun.
Oh, so good. But, playing a battle master just for the chance to do that seems like a waste, really.
This is Sparta somebody? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You can also
Anything
try to
else,
shoot.
Anything
That's
else,
it
my
for
dear?
me. No, that I'm gonna hold on to my bonus. So
Okay. Tempest, it is now your time.
Sadly, I don't have shoving attack or pushing attack, whatever it is. I'm going to cast magic. Here it is. Magic weapon on my rapier.
Okay.
I cast magic.
He is going to make an attack of opportunity against you.
Excuse me, sir. I'm
Yeah.
busy.
You have Mage Slayer?
I guess so.
He's using reaction to make an attack against you because he has Mage Slayer.
Oh,
Does that
that's
go up?
scary.
Does that go up before I get the spell off, or
The moment you
after?
cast the spell, he gets it.
Son of a bitch! If I lose this concentration.
Scary
Okay.
spirits.
It's an 11. He will miss.
Yes. All right. Well, fuck him in particular. I'm going to attack him with my weapon if I can find it, because I don't often use my magic rapier. Here it is. I clicked the button and oh, there it is.
21. 21 will hit.
Cool. So let's. And he doesn't have legs, does he?
He does not. He's floating.
So, like, trying to trip him, that would be stupid.
I mean, you can certainly try.
No, that would be stupid. Thank you for confirming that. All right.
He's
So,
not floating. His legs are just hiding.
10, and
Okay.
because I too am now able to move when attacking, I have mobile. Well, first I'm going to take my extra attack. So let's just do that. Right here.
That'll also
23. 6 more points of damage. I'm not going to take any extra attacks, but that does allow me to move out of his range without provoking an opportunity attack. But in fairness, he just used it, so what's it matter? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I kind of guessed on the stairs, but that feels like 40 to me.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Okay. Something like that. I was trying, because I didn't know how the stairs worked. Let me move back a little bit. It's a little bit too much. There we go.
Close enough.
All right,
So,
and
metrics are a little weird to work with. I'm trying to get it to work right. Sorry, guys.
I mean, it's easy enough. I had to move back a little bit. It's fine. But that will be my turn. Rapier's still ready to go, just in case it's following me.
All right. Reynard.
Reynard is going to move right about here. He's going to try and get, I'm going to say that's within 15 feet, and that's within 50 feet. Roll the sleeve up, display that copper wire, and start whipping around a Gidley's electric loop. Obviously shaping it around my good boy 23.
Okay.
Oh, no, he may
All right.
consider it presence.
Dex saves.
Yes.
The Void Piercer rolls a natural 1. So he has to make the Dex save, or the Wisdom save. And that's an 18. The other
Just
one-
make it. Damn.
So they both fail the Dex save, but they both pass the Wisdom save.
Shit, okay. I guess that does damage, and I'm going to move myself further away. Still got, let's see, I moved 10, still got 20. I'm going to make my way about halfway down the stairs here, and just look at 23 like, I trust that you've got this one. I'm going to take a safer position, and that's my turn.
He maintains concentration on the curse.
It-
23, Wisdom save, if you're going to take an action. Hey!
That was
You're-
I wasn't even wisdom. Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah,
That's
you-
actually a 21.
Well, hey, you were able to take your action this turn.
I'm gonna rage. This is a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna smack the fuck out of this thing. Or try to. I'm gonna do reckless.
Okay.
That's my Thor.
20 will hit. 17 will hit.
9 on the
Nice.
first. Oh, that's +3 for that. So 12 on the first one, and 10 on the second.
Okay, I'll roll some more con saves. Come on. He fails. The curse
Hey,
is gone.
thank Christ.
I was gonna try to greater restoration you, but I don't have the materials for it.
All right. These two crash into this creature, the divine energy of Shatterstar raging off of it. As you can see, this creature almost seems to be breaking off chunks before the void seems to bring them back into it, as if its energy is tethered to this place. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be my turn.
All right. The Void Conjurer that Roman was attacking is going to reach out and touch him, try to touch Roman. Except this time it's going to cast a spell. I need Roman to please make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Roman, don't let it touch you.
I don't want to be touched.
That will pass as you avoid this creature as this like red energy just seems to burst off of it. And you take, I believe that's 9 points of necrotic damage, but the bigger effect seems to wash away from you, and you are not struck by the enervation.
Enervation, no breathing.
However, it does hit Cerulean.
Worth it.
And the DM just goes, and directed to you, sir.
All right. Trillian, your turn.
Going to move. So, you said every 4 is how much? I'm getting?
5 feet. So you see the tiny little squares?
Yeah. So each
Put
4.
four of them together is a single 5-foot square.
Oh, together. Got you. Okay, I misunderstood.
Honestly, just use the
5,
not marker. What's it
10,
called?
15,
Ruler.
20. There we go. Perfect. Going to... That conjure is probably the most annoying one, so I'm going to... Just going to shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts on him. So...
Which
First
one?
one.
The one next to you?
No, the conjure. The one that was
Okay.
trying
One
to
closest
touch me.
you. Okay. All right, go for it. 17 will hit.
Nice.
Say that thing!
As will 27.
Eldritch Blast. I'll also toss 2 healing lights on Roman as well. 7 and a 12, so 19 points of force. And Roman heals 6.
Yay.
All
He
right.
fixed his bruise.
The closest Void Piercer is going to float its happy little butt and follow up with Renard. Floating off the platform.
Of course it does.
That was rude.
Just ignoring rules of terrain.
Funny how flying creatures can do that. It's going to attack Renard and will connect.
Need to get a
As
cloak.
Renard is
I said
slashed.
shield. Sorry.
Okay, you're gonna shield.
Yes.
It
That's a
will
22.
still hit you.
Of course it does.
You take 4 points of slashing and 5 points of necrotic. He's going to attempt to gore you, but your shield will prevent that one. Right. This Void Conjurer is going to loop around Core. Not about that life.
He doesn't want to get knocked off the platform.
That's
wonders
the price you pay for not flying, sir.
It is going to try to touch Core.
All these things with their inappropriate touching.
Core, please make a con save.
Not the hat! Not the hat!
Anything but the hat.
Con save. Oh.
Core, you are going to take 41 points of necrotic damage. You are struck by a blight spell.
Oh! Oh!
Big ouch.
I just come off the platform. I come off the platform readying a bow. Well, I need to get back up there and help Core. She's probably fine, though.
This is fine, I'm okay.
She's always
Alrighty.
so good at...
That is its turn. Move it over here so we're not looking a little awkward. All right. Roman.
Okay, I have friends around me, but not the good friends. So I'm going to first stab at the guy in front of me with the scythe. See if
Okay.
I can do better than 5s.
And
Yeah.
3s. 20, natural 20.
Woo!
Very nice.
You were saving it up.
Oh.
Oh,
That hurts my heart.
You were doing so well for a second.
Uh,
Oh,
Ladies and
man.
gentlemen, D&D.
Oh, you gotta
Oh.
those criticals.
I love
But-
that happiness. Like, oh! And then, oh.
but
10
that
points
doesn't
of
let me
damage.
do what I want to do, and I'm going.
Natural 20!
Big oof.
I am going to pirate my way away from him, so I'm still in range of this boy. But
Do I have
A roller coaster.
Do I have to call it that too, now that I can do it?
Oh,
You don't do it the same way he does.
Yeah.
I know, but do I have to call it that? I feel like it's become so core.
That's
you do,
Roman.
you know? But
That's Roman's
Oh,
thing.
you know what I mean! Core to the character!
but
Okay,
now that-
carrying on. Roman, anything else?
Yep. My last 2 attacks going to go against this guy because I can actually snook-a-took him now that I don't have another guy on my grill.
Sneak attack!
So close.
If I'd used my curse, that would have been a crit. But oh well, he's going to get a sneak attack.
Come on, Snookatook.
Snooky.
9, 15, okay.
And flame tongue off.
10 does not hit.
So turn it back on, turn it back off. And then I'll just skirt my way away. So I used about 10, so I'll just move to like there. So I'll continue pirating away.
All right. This skeletal void piercer is not very pleased that Tempest is trying to get away from it. It's going to
Of course.
and chase after him,
Of course it is.
floating
I'm
off the edge because they can float.
I'm never going to get range in this fight, so I might as well just embrace it.
Welcome to a crap guide to D&D.
It's the reason I started enhancing my melee abilities.
As a natural 1, it's going to miss the slash attack, but it is going to be able to gore you again.
Son of a bitch.
For 7 points of piercing damage.
Concentration save. Give me a second. Oh, I can probably save. I should. Nope, not going to say that.
All right.
Never say
This creature is going to over to Cerulean.
Son of a-
Okay.
And is going to attack him twice.
He has some extra AC at the moment.
It won't matter.
Damn. Okay.
My rolls have been crazy for these guys. That was a pair of 18 and a 17. That's 5 points of slashing, 5 points of necrotic, and 9 points of piercing as it crashes into you.
You only take 9 because I take half of that.
And I take half necrotic, so we round down, right?
Yes, you round down.
So that's 2. So I take 11 overall. That's
No,
bad.
because there's 10, then 9.
Oh, you're right. So that's
You take the 2. You take 2 from the necrotic, and then you half that's 1. So I take 1 of necrotic, and then I take the 5 of the slashing.
Don't you make a con save again?
I have to, yeah. So I'll.
so I take 1 necrotic, 5 slashing, and then the headbutt was 9. You said
9, yes.
so 4.
4.
Warding bond.
Nice.
All right. The Void Conjurer that was previously engaged with 23 is going to hear out this growl of a hiss as it seems to be kind of frustrated that you're still able to do actions. You're you. I need you to make a dex save, please.
Is it targeting just me?
Just you. Yep. This is red energy coalesces around its body and seems to try to wrap around your form. And you dodge it. Good job, buddy. You avoided 18 points of necrotic damage and is reduced to 9.
Shield Master.
Oh my god.
Never mind. You take none of it.
Sorry.
Not me!
Master of the Shield.
All right. More. Do work, girl.
Shieldmaster's so cool.
So Core, after taking this withering pain of a hit, just looks at this thing and goes, "Oh, that's the game we're playing, are we?" And Core will cast Dissonant Whispers.
Oh.
If I can't kick you off the edge, I'll have you walk off the edge.
It shouldn't technically walk off the edge by itself because that's dangerous.
It rolls a 3.
It
Oh.
knows that's dangerous, so it won't do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Sadly.
That's 26
done.
points of damage.
And I am going to use
267.
Warcaster to do an opportunity spell on it. And okay, first question: is it wearing anything metal or holding? Is that scythe an actual weapon?
Is a scythe, yes.
Actually, I don't think I can use heat metal on it.
No.
It has to be
Not a
something
bonus
that
action.
targets one creature and that targets an item. So instead,
It's also not a bonus action spell. You've already used your action.
She's
hold
using
on.
her reaction on
Reaction.
Warcaster.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's the spell must have a casting time of 1 action and must target only that creature. So
That's true.
I must have something that can do that, right? Blindness, deafness. Let's blind it.
Okay, and I'll make a con save. It will pass that save,
Ah,
but it will move its movement to get as far away from you as it possibly can, over into this corner.
the safety corner.
I feel good about that.
All right, solid hit. Anything else?
No, that would be it for this turn.
Okay. Tempest.
So it's currently just flying, hovering over the void.
It is.
Okay. I am going to kind of pivot above the stairs, trying to like get a better like angle on it. Obviously, it does nothing technically, but I would like to hit it a couple of times with my rapier
Okay.
because it's sure as hell not letting me get range. Okay. So first two. That's a crit. That's a 19.
Yeah, paracrit or crit in an 18. Okay.
And I'll toss a trip attack on the first one. Because he's flying over nothing, and I'm curious how that's going to work.
Okay.
Oh, that is a shit crit.
Welcome to the club.
Oh, pair of natural ones.
That's the story of the session today.
Get a crit,
13.
do nothing.
Okay. The trip attack has no effect.
I still get the D8 of damage on it, because it's still an impact, so I'll roll
Sure.
that at least. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't do anything, but I figured an extra...
It's like trying to trip a beholder.
Wow, cool. I finally rolled good on one of those. And I will...
Well, you rolled well on one of those.
I rolled good, yeah. I will throw a War Priest in there. Sorry, I rolled well. I'll roll one more attack with War Priest.
Okay.
29, 28, and 27.
6-1.
And my damage rolls on point.
All right, this creature looks... Woo, excuse me. Why am I yawning? This creature looks like you took some chunks of its armor off. It's kind of bloodied.
I like to think that I can do that sometimes.
All right, Reynard.
Reynard is going to cast a spell. He's going to use Misty Step.
Okay.
He is going to try to teleport himself down here behind his buddy Roman. Right about here.
Protect me!
Can you use Mage
Here comes
Slayer
the-
on? I think you can. I believe he is able to use Mage Slayer on you because you're casting a spell.
It
Sure.
counts. Mine was a bonus action too.
Yep. He will swing at you,
Not that I want you to get hit.
and that will connect
Okay.
because you were struck for 9 points of slashing and 2 points of necrotic.
When I get to here, Reynard is going to... I have a choice of which spell I want to use, but you know what? We're going to go with this one because I like this one more. He is going to pull out the cane sword, the war sword, and he is going to point it up into the air as a blob of green light slowly starts to pour out of it. As I'm going to cast Sickening Radiance, and we're going to put a giant AoE, just absolutely obnoxiously large, just right about,
Oof.
here. And I'm going to make everybody in the group except for 23. Sorry, bro, you got where you're going. They're going to be immune to it.
Beautiful.
They have to... I need to double check the spell here. I'm fairly certain when it appears, they have to make the save as well. Or starts its turn there. So at the start of their turn, they'll have to make the save. All right. That is Reynard's turn.
At the start of the turn, they have to make it?
Yes.
Okay, I want to move this to the back so I can...
Sure.
All right. Oops.
Bye!
Back.
Control
He's just
Z.
out of it.
Nah, control
Hey!
wouldn't let me.
Maybe he is in it. It's hard to say.
All right. 23. Your turn.
First, I'm going to bonus action try to shove this guy prone.
Okay.
Shield master.
Bully tactics. I like it.
Shove him off the edge. Do it for core.
Take his lunch money.
He will fail that. He rolls a fucking 4.
And then I'm going to be like, hello. And I'm going to just like meat hammer him with a...
And you can hear clapping
The
from
Shatter
above
Star.
as you watch as Elora is just... Lovely.
Don't fuck it up!
Those will all hit. The 16 just hits, by the way.
You almost fucked it up, bro.
10 and 12 again.
Alrighty. He is bloodied as you start cracking into him.
Action, bonus action.
Okay. The Void Conjurer has to make a con save at the start of its turn,
Yep.
and it will fail as it takes 20 points of radiant damage.
It also gains a level of exhaustion.
It cannot.
Okay. Well, it also now glows, so it cannot benefit from being invisible if it decides it can do that.
Okay, sure. Seeing you cast a spell,
Like you now.
60 feet. Okay, it is going to cast a spell at you, Reynard. Dex save.
Counterspell.
Oh, okay. Make your wisdom save or your charisma check.
Oh.
What level did you cast that at? Does he need to?
Well, we cast it.
Mine's only third.
Yeah, he can only cast it that.
I forgot you were a multi-class warlock every time. I always forget that.
Not do that. Will not
Dang.
succeed, as the spell is also enervation. Renard, please make a dex save.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
That will fail as you take 17 points of necrotic damage, and you feel this inky darkness almost seem to latch onto you.
Okay.
All right. Just make sure I got the whole spell correct. Okay, yep. Cerulean.
Pirate away. Just pirate away.
Let me do that. Now, honestly, this is probably the best place it can be because I have range on everyone. Oh, it's gonna suck for me health-wise, though. Okay.
You're taking half damage. It's okay.
Just keep sitting here. Let the radiance do all the work.
Pretty much, yeah. I can just be like, oh, just look at my watch. It's like, you guys dead yet?
You're taking half damage, and they're in this horrible, horrible thing. You're fine.
No, they're like 20 feet away from each other. Actually, would you consider, I guess, these two like 10 feet apart? Probably not, right?
No.
Worth a shot. Cool. Cool.
Actually, this is supposed to be a 30-foot square, but if I do the measurement on this thing is barely 40 feet across, or 30-foot radius. This is not nearly as big as it's supposed to be.
It should be able to get this one, but I don't think it's. I think it's just too.
Yeah,
I
because
think
this
it was
thing
just out
should
of
be
range.
10 feet bigger in two different directions.
Oh.
It should be out to
You're right. That's not 30 feet.
like here and here. Yeah, something like that. That's that. There you go. I accept this.
Okay, then let me ask this, Beth. If I were to cast something here, would that be a 10-foot radius right here?
Sure.
That would be.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna clap my hands together, kind of bring them around, bring them up, and as I do, I'm going to sort of try to channel my radiant energy, kind of make a bit of light come down, and as it happens, a beam of fire and radiance just shoots down onto these two, and I'm gonna cast Flame Strike.
Well, that guy's gonna hit you first, probably.
Yeah, he's gonna make attack opportunity against you.
That's fine.
And it, for the first attack ever to miss, Cerulean.
Well, probably the best person to miss.
It's
Flame
not
strike.
as strong as a box.
So
Alright,
that's
a pair of
12
dex
fire
saves.
and 20 radiant.
All right, that one will pass, and that one will fail, but he is resistant. Alrighty, so that's 32 to one, and 6 and 20 to the other, so 26 to the other.
Not bad.
All right, they are both bloodied.
And then, as basically I'm casting the heavens down, I'm gonna throw 4 healing lights on Renard.
Okay.
14.
I will take that. Ooh.
Okay. All right, has to make a save at the start of its turn.
DC 18.
Yes. Oops,
Damn.
that's the wrong con. Needs to make a con save. It will
I
fail.
heal, but I also attack.
All
20
right,
points of radiant.
20 points of radiant damage. All right. It is going to float out of it and get out of that, and it's going to go behind 23, and it's going to try to stab him in the butt.
You bullies.
It will miss.
Leave him alone!
I was going to attempt to grapple him, but then I realized he's fucking 23.
Good luck with that. Anyone who sees 23 goes, yeah, that's an easy target to grapple.
Just like wraps his arms around him and 23's head just like swivels around, stares down at him.
It's like, you fucking what?
You need a hug.
You like hugs too?
Alrighty, those hacks will miss. Alrighty, the Void Conjurer is pretty irritated with Core. One imagines why. It is going to walk back over to her.
It's a mystery.
And it is going to attempt to grab her face and mutter an incantation.
No.
And will miss, because Vampiric Touch is a ring. Yeah, no. Missed.
A big oof.
Yep. Ramen.
There's a lot of options here. I'm gonna go ahead and try and kill this boy over here. So I'll just stroll on up to him and give him what for. So,
Give him the old 1-2.
an RA.
1, 2, 3, actually.
What ho, knave?
That connect.
18 will hit.
All right. He will also get Snookatoot.
Sneak attack.
So ignore the 4s. I accidentally turned that on. I decided not to use it. So
12,
12,
17,
23.
23. All right.
No
Still standing.
counter?
all right. Pierce him again.
22 will hit. And that will drop it as you crack it through. You watch as everything inside of its body turns to dust as it just collapses and folds in on itself. Almost like you see it, a zero order convergence as it black holes into a moment and vanishes.
Weird and spooky. So I'm
Welcome to Niflheim.
15 to get there. Let's see what else I can get to.
Help Cerulean.
Plan. 15. Is that within 5 feet? I can't tell.
Seems like it.
If I'm within 5 feet, I'm going to stab him with the offhand.
You are. Yep.
Bonus action, Flame Tongue.
15 does not hit.
One day it will hit.
But not today. All right.
Not today.
Not today.
Tempest, please make an acrobatics or athletics check. As this creature is going to attempt to grab you.
Oh, is he now? That's very rude of him. I say no, sir. Hopefully.
He says, gotcha.
What?
You are currently restrained.
Son of a bitch!
All right. That is his turn. This one's going to go after Cerulean.
After.
It has to make a con save at the start of its turn.
It does indeed. It rolled a 2. Good job.
20 points of
buddy.
radiant damage.
Alrighty. It's still going to attack Cerulean.
Sure.
And, it looks like one of those attacks are going to land as Cerulean is struck for 5 points of slashing and 6 points of necrotic.
So 3 points of... I'm sorry. 2 points of slashing, 3 points of necrotic got.
Yep. The remaining Void Conjurer is going to get up. It's going to try to reach out and touch you. 23, please make a con save. He's like, okay, I could do that. I do not believe you have advantage.
I do not.
Oh.
17.
You take 33 points of necrotic damage as it connects with a blight.
33? Okay.
One.
Oh wait, no, you said your DC is 17? You just made it. I'm sorry.
Yep. Okay. Do you take half damage?
From blight, I do not believe so.
I think you do.
Yeah. If you
Oh, you do?
succeed.
That's one.
It has no effect. It has no effect on undead or constructs. You don't qualify.
Oh, come on.
Sorry. If healing spells affect you, so do
Yeah.
blight spells.
Oh, trust me. This just verifies 23's theory that he is
Half
indeed
as much. So yeah, half as much. 33 halved is
16.
yeah.
Okay.
Core.
Caught me eating gummies. All right.
How dare.
I'm so tired of this guy. He repels
that.
all of my tricks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm also tired of his spells. Let's cast silence on the two of us.
Okay.
It's just me and you now, buddy. Oh, sorry. Hit that twice. And I'll leave stabbing him till next turn.
Okay. There's now a radiance of silence around him. Tempest.
I'm so upset he caught me. I have to make an action to try and get away, don't I?
You do.
I don't want to use it for that. Fine. Well, yeah, I'll use an action to try and escape. I assume that's athletic. Oh, my acrobatics is dexterity, and I have disadvantage on that, don't I? Because I'm restrained.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. I'm just gonna hit it. I'm just gonna attack at disadvantage. Ugh, so annoying. Still a 19.
19 will hit.
10 points of slash and damage. Still around.
Still around.
16.
Does not hit.
I will boost it with my channel divinity and add +10 to it.
Okay. That'll hit.
7 more points. And I'll... If it's not dead, I'm throwing a d8 at it too.
Still alive.
I'm throwing a d8 at it as well. Just fucking die!
Still alive.
Action surge!
Why won't you just die?
How I feel! Literally how I feel right now! Damn it!
What would I
Damn
hit?
it!
What would I hit?
Hate him! I hate it!
As every fighter has learned ever, using action surge to attack more just doesn't typically work.
So upset.
All right. Reynard.
Oh, right, I have a turn in this thing. I was just enjoying everybody having fun. You know what? Just because my boy 23 is having some fun up there, it seems like some of these things might be a little more resistant. I don't care. Reynard is going to take his other hand, grab the Staff of Fire, and I'm going to expand a couple of charges to just launch a good old-fashioned fireball just right up here. Right up here on top of 23 that sculpts around him to hit the other guys.
Okay.
Really think about it, it turns into a fire donut.
Those are 2 failures.
20 points of damage. That was a really shit roll. Holy crap.
Not a good fireball.
10 to one and 20 to the other.
And I'm going to back up into this corner, but that will be my turn.
All right. 23.
23 is going to boop, boop, boop. Sure, like right here.
Do it.
I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Yes, you will. It will miss.
Okay, and then I am going to smash the Shatter Star on the ground and use Starfall.
As this one creature behind the conjurer just gets obliterated in this blinding flash of radiant light. Make a dex save for the other one. He will roll a natural 20. On the second roll I accidentally made. It's actually an 11, so he takes 26 points of damage. No, 20.
No, 23.
Yep.
Or the 3 rage.
Which for you should be a natural critical, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Action. Bonus action, I am going to recharge. Or try to.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Cerulean.
Okay, now I need to get away from this guy. So 5, 10, 15... 20, I think. I'll take the attack of opportunity, though.
Yep, he hits you. Thank you. It's 11 points of slashing and 3 points of necrotic.
So 1 point of necrotic, and so I take 6. Got it.
Yep, I take 7. Well, actually, I take 6 because you also have the necrotic for me. Thank you.
All right.
Gotta make a concentration.
Bang bang on the one that just hit me. 14. I don't think hits.
That misses.
24, I think, does hit, though.
24 will hit.
For 10 points of force.
Which one are you attacking? The one next to Roman?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I was sneezing.
You're good.
Alright. It is now bloodied. The Void Conjurer in the Aura of Silence is going to... and it's going to try to slash you, Core.
I don't know why. I like to think this one's so annoyed with Core. This is like...
So mad. It's feeling the same things I'm feeling.
Just hits Core for the scythe where you're dealt 9 points of slashing damage. Alrighty. Roman.
Well, I'm going to mix it up and I'm going to attack it 3 times until it's dead.
Man, I feel like you really mixed it up there.
Yeah, attack number 1.
It's okay, I'm not doing anything different.
I also realized I was attacking with dexterity instead of charisma, so hopefully it's better.
18 just hits.
Alrighty. Damage. I'll sneak
12.
attack it. Key off.
7.
Attack it again. Oh, only the first one. Assuming a 24 hits.
Yes, 24 will hit.
Alrighty.
14. Alright.
Is it Dad?
It is not.
Dad?
Well, it's going to get a fire sword because it's going to work this time.
One better, though.
Don't say that! You know better.
You got to go
23.
counter curse.
23 shouts
Sounds
out.
more like flames suck.
23 shouts out, Roman, we got you that sword. Try to use it.
I'm just going to go walk away and go be sad by the stairs.
You know what I really miss is the Wand of Wonder. I think that would help us here.
At this point, I'm kind of wishful for anything that's going to stop me from getting dragged into the abyss.
Speaking of getting dragged into the abyss,
Yeah, I'm really kind of wondering, guys, help!
it's going to start trying to pull you over the edge.
Yeah, figured!
Got this.
I'm above infinity!
To infinity and beyond. You got it.
I don't want that!
And it's going to let go.
Can I do anything?
I, as a reaction when I see this, cast Featherfall on Tempest.
I mean, Air Genasi.
I mean, I can cast Levitate, but it's a full bonus action.
Not your turn.
I know! We've had this
Did you just-
moment before.
I apologize. I don't have Featherfall prepared. I cannot cast Featherfall. I thought I had that ready today. I did not. That is on me.
As Tempest drops.
I was really hoping someone's gonna help me with this.
Alright. This one's going to float on over to Cerulean.
Come on.
I'm sorry, let's make a save. It will fail, another 20 points of damage, and it just gets popped.
Cerulean's like, oh, that's good.
Well, actually, I was going to roll again because it's a new turn.
It's either way.
It's
Had like
26
5
points of damage.
It had 5 points of health left. I think you got it. Okay. This conjurer is looking really worse for the wear, and he's going to go all in on you, 23. He is going to cast a spell at you. And it misses. Because I rolled a 15.
Sorry.
Oh, I know. All right, Core.
All right. Core is going to proceed to stab this thing with the longsword I bought last session.
24 will hit, 12 will not.
Oh, that's much better damage. I also rolled max, so that helps a little
Slashing
bit.
damage. All right.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Tempest, you fall 500 feet. What are you gonna do?
I cast levitate on myself, but I can't go up.
So you're just floating.
I stopped falling, but I can't go up.
Mm.
I can only go up 20 feet.
Around.
No.
Read the spell again.
Right. One creature loose. Yeah, I'll just think it.
But this is a blessing in disguise, because now you're at range.
But I had to use an action to cast levitate.
Yeah, but, I mean,
You know.
thinking ahead here.
Well, yeah, I can go up. Okay, I need to finish moving. Yeah, I can eventually get up after a while.
You've got like 2,000 feet you can work with, so long as you don't lose concentration. You're going to be fine. Meanwhile, Reynard takes one mean look at this individual who just dropped Tempest off the edge, and he is going to drop concentration on Sickening Radiance, as he is going to stow away the Staff of Fire, grasp his hand in the air as a giant flaming dragon claw appears, as he's going to cast Tamari's Claw. And it is just going to... Nope, that is the wrong spell. That is not the spell he's casting. We're casting this one. As he is just going to punch the ever-living shit out of the thing that just dropped Tempest with it.
Whack.
Melee spell attack, which I don't have that
What is
set up.
that spell?
It's Bigby's hand.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 29. Oh, yep. Sorry, that was GM. 29 to hit.
You got it.
Sorry, Bigby's hand is hard to use in this because I can't set up all the different attack rolls without doing a bunch of stuff. So that is 48. 25 points of force damage.
You punch it so hard as its entire body is obliterated into non-existence.
I'm just looking up
Awesome.
like, yay! Assistance!
I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to bonus action teleport to the very edge, and I'm just looking down at where see if I can see where Tempest fell.
You can see a little speck swimming.
I mean, I'm literally just levitating. I'm just like slowly rising, just like... I just look frustrated, like...
And after teleporting and just arriving there, he's just like, "Are you good?"
Eventually. Give me like 2 minutes.
All right. And he'll turn and look around to see that's his turn. I've done everything.
All right. 23.
Bonus action to shove it prone.
It actually won that roll.
Hooray.
Impressive.
In that case, we're going to recklessly attack it.
Okay. That'll hit. That'll hit.
You
What
reckless.
do we got? I'm very reckless. 13 and 13.
It is a dead skeleton.
I'm gonna just sweep it off the edge as I
Is it
make 2 hits.
folds in on itself?
Go 19.
Daisy, get off under my feet.
I guess I will get to here then.
All right. Trillian.
Also, I'm very glad that you looked over the edge because I was really tempted just so I was just going to jump up and just try to catch him and then dimension door up.
You hear me yell it, I assume. I'm just like, I'm good!
That's why I'm glad you did it. So yeah, I will assist Core by popping 2 Eldritch Blasts at this thing.
Okay.
Hey.
I will say that you don't have a really good line of sight, so giving it some circumstantial AC bonus. Courtesy of elevated platform.
Got you.
Just on the other
The
side
sta-
of it, yeah.
The staff does counteract most cover.
Fair enough. 16 just hits.
And then it's a 1/2 and 3/4, by the way. 6 and 9. Nice.
What What are you doing, cat?
I appreciate it.
Lake, come
problem.
get your cat. She's being weird.
Not my cat, yo.
Not my cat, not my problem, yo.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Nope, just gonna beat up my carpet. Okay, you do that. The Void Conjurer is going to disengage away from Core and try to get around her. 30, 40 feet is its movement. It's gonna get up to here and get out of the damn silence cone. And you can see Alora just kind of watching it.
Did I say you could run away?
It's going up to the pool. It wants
Yeah,
to
I am
because-
early.
amused.
Because I used my bonus last turn, I can't do a reaction now, right?
Reactions and bonus actions are the same, but it disengaged.
Right. Okay, that's right.
Alright, Roman.
It is very far away. I'm just gonna be like, give me some rope, and I'm gonna go this way, and I'll bonus action dash. I'll kind of go down the stairs a bit, and I'll just start getting out 50 feet of hempen rope to hold it down if someone gives
He's
me
got a
more rope.
little while before he gets there.
Just handle
Just
everything else.
go.
I can get Tempest.
You can all do it fine. I'm fine. I'm just coming up. Just give me a minute.
Just breaststroking upwards.
No, that's not dignified. It's literally
I'm
just
just-
slow levitate.
I'm just
This
gonna hold my
looks like so much fun. I almost want to get in on it.
I'm gonna hold my action to tie rope to rope if someone gives me rope.
I'm literally looking at you like,
Are we all gonna ignore the fact that Alora, not Laura,
Elora is correct, yes.
oh, Alora, okay. Are we gonna ignore that Laura said it looks like fun? I don't want her to join in this fight, please.
Even I heard that. Maybe go deal with her.
No, you didn't.
Did I not? Oh, I
You're
thought she was like,
500 feet away.
I thought she was like
Musing to
godly
herself.
pronouncing it to everyone. I thought it was a pronouncement to everyone.
No, this
I'm
is
already-
just her cackling a little bit. She's enjoying the
Okay.
show.
My bad.
I'm already locked in, so.
Okay.
All right, Core.
Cora's probably
Okay,
watching
so
all this. Like,
Core follows suit out of her silence, comes right up beside it and goes, "You have fucked up now," and then uses Thunderwave again.
Gotcha, bitch!
Ow, ow, ow.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, Core. It natural 20'd you.
Ah!
The dice did not respect the narrative that time.
This is it never does, but oh, so close.
That's why you gotta give him a swirly.
One day.
In the milk bowl, yes.
Yes.
Vex milk. Ow, motherfuck.
You okay?
Yeah, hip hurts.
Aw.
All right, Tempest.
That is my turn.
you're
I
crawling.
levitate up 20.
Yep. All right, Reynard.
Seeing that Tempest continues to get frustrated by this individual, and that Core is getting frustrated, and Tempest is assured that he has got whatever he has got. Reynard is going to swing as a bonus action Tamari's Claw up 60 feet, up just right in range of this other one, and is going to attempt a clinching claw. That is the attempt to grapple. I have advantage on this check. That's gonna 18 for me.
Okay. What save does it have to make? I'm sorry.
It's athletics acrobatics.
Will fail.
It takes 18 points of force damage 18 points of bludgeoning damage, and is currently grappled by the claw.
All right.
That is my bonus action. As my action, there is literally nothing else alive, so I will pull out my rope and toss it to Roman if he seems determined to help Tempest.
We got 150.
I'll use my reaction to use my held action to tie rope together.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. 23.
23 is gonna go to, I think, here, and up to here, with 40 feet of movement. and I am going to chuck the Shatterstar at it.
Oh. It is restrained, and you have advantage on that
Not
attack.
restrained,
It's
just grappled.
Grappled. Excuse me.
So
Yeah.
I have disadvantage on it because I think it's 60 feet away, or not within 60, but 50. Yeah, it's too far. So disadvantage. Shatterstar. Boop. 12 is probably gonna miss. Recall, and that's my turn.
Oh, it can do that! Wonderful! I didn't know it could do that. Nikolai, did you know it could do that?
It's pretty cool.
Jeez.
That is.
I'm really worried she's not all mentally there now.
Would you be after what she just described to us?
Let's see. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess I'm like right next to 23. Yeah, just keep helping. Just bang, bang.
Pausing for Hi, dear. Love you. Sorry, wife is watching.
Ah,
Hi, Candace.
1 and nope.
I know somewhere a woman in Alaska just said, "Hi, Will."
So only 12 points of force.
Alrighty, and that will obliterate it.
Ooh.
With that, we will end combat.
And just for funsies, I'll give, I don't know, 23 however many temporary hit points equal to that guy's hit dice.
As the scene comes to an end and the battlefield goes into silence, Elora is just... Oh, wonderful! I haven't seen a fight like that. Ever!
That happens when you're stuck in a tower.
I can sometimes look out, and she'll point to the bowl behind her.
Where's she at? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
That was satisfying to watch. I think I could watch you all do that forever.
How about
But-
we don't do that?
You
That
know,
would
we
be-
So, is
oh,
there
wait, I'm
anything you
still
can do
down
to
there.
help our friend? You know, he seems to be in the middle of not falling to his death, but we'd like to expedite the process of him getting back up here.
Oh,
I'm working
sure.
on it.
And she snaps her fingers. Just, boom, Tempest.
And
Suddenly
Tempest
there.
goes up like 20 feet, like, and drops. Hi,
Thanks for dropping in.
you're welcome.
Roman is now in the process of pulling up 100 feet of rope. It's dangling.
Damn it.
And just pats him on the shoulder. I appreciate your stick-to-itiveness. Like,
Thank you for that, Roman. It was very kind of you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm just.
I know, you really wanted to use the rope, didn't you?
I actually don't think I got all of your names. I got some of you throughout the... You're 23. I could tell from the writing on your forehead there, but
Yes, it is very easy to remember my name.
in your core, Reynard, I don't know the blue one.
I'm
That's
Tempest.
Tempest.
A pleasure.
Tempest, right. Cerulean?
Yes, ma'am?
I don't know you, but I like your hair.
Thank you. And he'll kind of like, wha at it.
Did you grow it yourself?
I mean, I didn't color it myself, but I grew it myself, yes.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I don't get much in the way of entertainment around here. I'm not really allowed to leave. At least I don't think I'm allowed to. I haven't tried.
You should try ball bearings. They're a blast.
You should let her have your ball bearings, Roman. It's a lovely gift.
I mean, I've got plenty. I can give her some.
We
Wonderful.
spent
all of them,
we spent so much time carving your name on every single one of those things.
and and that's how she'll know they're from us.
Cor doesn't say anything, but she is definitely amused by Alora's change in spirits, I guess. She was a lot more dour when we came in, and now she seems really excited, and that's interesting.
Can I leave? she calls out to the twilight above. And for a moment, everything seems to shimmer. All of the stars that have been surrounding you coalesce into a single point and then expand into a winged form. A creature, an entity unlike anything you have ever seen before, appears before you, floating nimbly above the world. A dragon made entirely out of starlight.
Holy shit.
That's new.
Bernard.
Cerulean has like a look of like awe on his face.
Are you Amael?
Is there a check I can make for this?
Unfortunately, I think this is a little bit beyond.
I mean, 14 Arcana to nature, but sure, okay. Yeah, Reynard just blathers like, dragon, stars, space, cosmic. And he's literally just blabbering like his brain is trying to comprehend what he's looking at.
These were very common in my time, actually.
Are you lying? You're lying again. You're getting good at it.
Not even rolling insight against that.
Something tells me that is a lie, 23.
You would be correct.
And this creature's wingspans encompass the entirety of all the platforms that you have been standing on. It is enormous as it
Core
settles.
On the sly, brings her piece of paper back out and writes this down.
Dragon of Stars.
Yeah, you gotta make a song about that too.
Star
Dragon.
Cerulean's just like still staring with that like a slightly open mouth, but like there's like a bit of a smile on his face.
I'm just in awe as well. Imagine. I don't know much about Amael, but I'm like, dragons? Really cool dragon? Maybe? I don't know. Sure, why not?
Its eyes focus on you, Tempest.
Shit.
I sense her presence on you.
Yes? Priscilla?
No, not I. But we have fought before a long time ago. You all carry the legacy of the Dawnspire. I am Adraxia. I will spell that out for you.
Do we know what that is?
Yeah, I spelled it right.
I
There
feel
you
like
go.
I feel like of all of them, that's one we could probably ballpark pretty close.
That
Not
name
terribly
sa-
hard.
Roman's got
Hey.
this.
That name does sound familiar.
You have heard the name before.
Did I
Somewhere.
roll religion?
I was about to say, do I make a religion check for this? This feels religion-y.
No, it's history.
Shit.
Oh,
Shit.
Make
That's
a
not
history
bad.
check. All of you, now that you know heard the name, make a history check.
I'm
Do, do,
so
do, do,
good
do,
at
do.
that.
Ooh.
Hey, Cerulean knows it.
Damn.
Useless.
Unless
God
there's some-
damn you, Renard! The keenest mind has the worst memory.
So
I'm
Cerulean,
definitely-
you recall a certain point of your history studies that the Dawnspire encountered an enemy called the Untitled Chapter. Every single one of them was an anagram to specific members of the Dawnspire, one of which was Adraxia, a void dragon.
Okay,
Then Vasilia was the epitome of light. Then this one is the epitome of empathy or apathy.
Oh shit.
and you
Entropy.
said he was a part of the Unten.
Untitled Chapter.
Do I feel awkward around it? Not like to my.
No.
Okay, good.
It's you get the impression you're staring at what might as well be a god, but is not divine. You get the impression that fighting this creature would very, very much end in your death.
Challenge accepted.
Nope. Nope.
That's like 20%.
Throw the Shadow Star! It eats it.
Part of the Unten 7, yes?
Bless you.
I have not held that title in a very long time. You wish to leave, Elora, knowing what I know, knowing that she might find you? It was going to happen sooner or later. Then go with my blessing, child. To all of you I say this. If any harm befalls Alora, there is no plane or dark corner that I will not find you, and no god will keep you safe from me.
Nope, don't say it, don't do it. I'm tugging his arm down, just like, no! Stop.
What are you going to say, 23?
He's raising his
I
hand.
have a question. I mean, technically, the city of doors, you're not allowed there, probably.
I'm not a god.
Oh.
I
But,
wonder what she would have to say about that.
23 gestures. No disrespect, I'm just pointing out the logic. I apologize, I'll stop talking now.
He's very open and blunt.
Yup, he is.
And what of Nikolai? Must he stay here?
He was judged by the gods to pay for his crime of slaying an unborn child. Who am I to defy a god? That is not my choice.
Whose choice is it then?
Yours. Elora has agreed. She looks back up at him.
Can Cor approach Nikolai's soul, put her hand on the glass, and basically ask him if he wants to stay here?
You feel the regret of a man who did awful things in the belief of what he was doing was right.
Mm-hmm.
Hard choice, hard wills. He did a lot of good in his life, but he also murdered his own daughter. There is a profound guilt for that, and he feels it deeply.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't tell if he wants to leave or not.
At that, Cor would look towards the celestial dragon and say, I do believe if he comes with us, and I don't know what capacity he's able to help, but perhaps he can help us protect her and thereby atone for his sins.
Perhaps. I will say this. Creatures that die a natural death cannot be returned to life in any circumstance. He died of old age. Yes, time was taken away from him, but in the grand scheme of things, that does not seem to be something that matters. You can bring his soul back, true, but what would he be but a soul in a jar?
A soul in a jar that could help.
So he's that anyway down here. At least up there he's doing something.
Is it possible to put that soul in this? This isn't what any of us wish to do, but is it possible in that sort of scenario to put the soul into something or someone else?
23 looks at you.
Yo,
No, I'm not saying us. What I'm saying is, what if
Renard's necromancy beard twitches.
I'm literally.
No. Reynard knows exactly what he's trying to say. You all would listen for a second.
Is it possible? Would it be possible if someone else were to put that into something else or someone else, basically extending their life unnaturally?
Or actually takes the ring of mind shielding out, knowing that it can contain a soul. And just holds it, and is like, this could possibly contain his soul. He'd be able to speak with whoever's wearing it.
You could certainly try.
We also learned, I don't know what this would affect on souls that have left the planes of existence, but technically I'm something else in a Warforged's body.
That's what I thought Cerulean was getting to.
I was
Could
I was
try
getting
and put him in a Warforged, a construct made just like 23 core was. We've seen that it's done before. I don't know about old age, but
None of us know how to do such a thing, unless Core potentially does.
well, while we were back in the city and visiting the Restoke estate, she mentioned a book that might help us figure out how to do that.
The question is, do we want to do that? Does that seem like a good idea?
I think that's up to Nikolai. Really.
Yes. But also, we were supposed to take him back for a reason, so maybe Kalis would be able to shed some more light on this.
What does she want with this?
Yes, depending on what she wants to do with his soul, I may not be happy handing him over.
It has certainly changed the method of our arrangement now that we realize that the thing that we were sent here to retrieve is the soul of someone whom I would consider a friend.
Forgive me if I might be forgetting, but how does Kalis know Nikolai?
She didn't say it was Nikolai. She said we were sent here to retrieve a golden lotus, which, as we can see, Nikolai is this golden lotus. And she asked us to do this on the behest of her boss.
She obviously knew what it was. She made some allusions to such a thing.
That's what I meant. If she knew if this golden lotus was Nikolai, how did she know him before?
Again, someone asked her to pass this job on to us.
Yeah.
It may have been her that was asking us to do this.
Yeah, she knows that we would know what it was. Doesn't necessarily inform that question.
Right, okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Wow. And it will ascend a little bit. You notice it doesn't flap as wings. It just seems to hover in the air. It is good seeing the dawn spire again. I look forward to seeing your actions in the future. Something tells me, as you can see, it seems to be musing, you are going to have a great impact on the multiverse before this is all done.
Oh, no. Us?
We will do you proud. And I will reach up for a high five.
It will high five you and then literally push you into the ground. Just you cannot possibly make this roll.
I give it a hug. It's like
it's
like a big hug. I appreciate this.
It's like hugging a warm blanket.
I think that's the first time I've seen a high five not go in his favor.
I appreciate this greatly.
I guess we should be going.
I guess you should. Excuse me. And with that, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes, guys. And welcome back, folks. As the shimmering form of Adraxia rises up into the void and separates itself into constituent parts where 1,000 stars illuminate the realm once again. You are left with Alora, who seems to be a little more jovial, although she's timid down a little bit, holding Nikolai's jar and watching all of you.
So I don't suppose you're willing to hand that over now, right? Obviously, we're not going to leave without you. You want to hold on to it, at least if we get out of this tower, that's within reason, but that is what we came for.
Oh, yes, we need to get to Sigil, don't we?
We have that under control. We just need to not be here anymore.
Well, before we go anywhere to Sigil, should we go back and see those monks? Maybe now that we...
If we can find them, absolutely. This might give them some closure.
I feel like we,
Also, they've been looking for 200 years. What happens if we start looking and don't find them?
Well, I've been kind of staying in one place for this entire time.
It seems to me that it was not just happenstance that on this plane of immeasurable and vast size, we managed to stumble upon 3 other people who were looking for. I feel like in places like this, things are connected.
Souls have power. Souls are the bargaining chip of the planes, especially the lower ones. And this soul burns so bright. All of your souls burn so bright.
Hmm.
Don't make a deal with a Yugoloth.
I don't know what that is.
What is a
Mine's-
Yugoloth?
Arcana check to see if Renard knows what a Yugoloth is. Just for this joke to be true. That's a 24.
You know what a Yugoloth is.
Renard just says, yes, don't do that.
What is it?
He just looks you in the eye and says, I will tell you when it's not a time and a place where one could potentially affect us.
I'm not going to make,
Fair.
I'm not going to make
I mean-
a deal with something I can't even pronounce it. Yugoloth?
You can't say Yugoloth?
Yugoloth?
I mean,
Can
To
we
be
please do this outside of the scary tower, please?
Oh,
I
right,
was
sorry.
just gonna say, I was like, I don't think I can do a deal because I think my spell's already spoken for. But that's not here,
Yes.
there.
I am keen to let the monks go to their final rest, if that we could do that.
And was that going to... this is me not remembering. Was that what they said that would happen? Or were they just looking and that's all we knew?
They were seeking to be one with everything, following Nikolai's the example. And it seems to me now that we realize that Nikolai is here, they were connected to him to such a severe degree that their souls were drawn to this place because Nikolai was here.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully-
basically what I was saying.
Yes, hopefully we can give them some closure by allowing them to experience what may be understanding.
Maybe.
Okay. Departing from the Obsidian Spire, you see as Allura kind of gestures and the stairs open up into the archway that you entered, and you can see the forests of Niflheim on the other side. Stepping out into the cool mists, there is a rumble, and you can hear far in the distance something massive is moving. And you can see the great tree of Yggdrasil kind of parted through the mists, where a serpent of... You thought the dragon was large? Wait until you see this thing. A literal serpent coiled around its roots seems to be stretching up high into the mists. And it moves, it shifts, and you can hear some branches creak and groan under its oppressive weight, as if it is trying to literally choke the tree.
Big snake.
Michael knows
Yes.
what that probably is.
Let's do everything in our power to not draw that thing's attention while we listen for the sounds of soothing music. I don't suppose one of us could potentially backtrack the way we came.
I'd probably be our best bet, I don't know.
Memory's not great, so
Whoever
My
would like
memor-
to make a survival check.
My memory's fine, but this is navigating terrain. I was
Yeah.
raised in a mansion.
I'll try. I think I have the best survival.
That's the closest you're gonna get to Reynard admitting a fault.
Actually, I only have a plus. I don't even have it trained. Maybe someone else is better at it.
I can track stuff.
I'll assist you. How's that sound?
Okay.
23.
23 to 23!
You know the way.
Away.
I decide to lead them a different way.
As someone who's helping, I'm like, 23, it's definitely this way.
When are we gonna talk about the way that 23 is clearly an evil inspiration or chaotic inspiration meant to lead us astray?
I don't know where he's getting that.
It only takes you an hour or so to get back in the direction of where you were going, traversing through misty pines that seems to stretch on endlessly. The more peculiar part of it, I guess, would be if I need to... Who's got the highest passive perception out of all of you?
Probably
Tempest.
Tempest.
17?
Yeah.
Tempest. You know you're moving. You can see the trail changing. You're not passing anything. That's like a repeat of the same self. You're not looping on yourself. The perspective of the tree never changes. It is always there in the same spot.
I love
just
those
assume-
vector graphics.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Right.
that was such a meta
Weird
joke.
skybox. It's a bad skybox. That's what it really is.
Would I just assume it's just such a massive tree, like we just are not?
You'd think, but you've been traveling for an hour. You think the perspective would have changed somewhat, but the same route to the same spot over the same star. Weird.
I don't know enough about planes, but I'd probably point out to Renard.
Make an Arcana check.
Big tree.
33.
33.
Shit!
Holy shit!
They're those big numbers we wanted.
He knows everything about that tree.
I haven't rolled that well, and I can't even imagine how long.
So, what would you like to know about the tree?
everything.
What don't I know about this tree now?
The tree is called Yggdrasil, and if you believe the stories, it is the base and the root of the world that holds up all the planes. If you believe those kinds of stories. The dragon that is surrounding it has no name. It has been there since the dawn of time. So the rumor was it was sealed here by a trick. It was tricked here by its brother at some point. You don't quite know that story. Some jungle god from another realm of another time. There's a joke in there somewhere, and
Yeah.
Connor and Lake get it, but
Yeah, I know mythology.
okay. The reason the perspective never changes is because the outer planes are of infinite dimension. Everything changes depending on your need to move about it.
Yes, Brainard will relay that information.
So we're moving on this plane, and that is not technically here. It's on like a separate multi-plane at the same time.
Brainard will basically describe it like, okay, he'll hold his two fists up and be like, it works like this. This fist is infinite size. This fist has infinite size. But just due to the way the planes work, we are seeing from this fist to the other one. Despite the fact that we are moving across one fist, the other fist is so massive and far away that we're not actually getting anywhere closer to it.
Unless you need to go to it.
You know, I used to just be a normal kid that lived in
I almost want to roll intelligence just to see how badly.
way,
Start getting a nosebleed.
he actually rolled a 0.
I like to think while 23 is walking, there's a spark coming out of one side.
I start going with my past perception. I'm just like, do you smell smoke?
So
Why does everything tastes like copper?
I wanted to do the same thing where I was like, can I just roll intelligence to be like, is Tempest too stupid for this?
So Sterling's trying to wrap his head around it. So he says, like, so since we're not moving towards the tree, we don't need to be anywhere near the tree, and we're going in another direction, correct?
Well, our perspective is limited to this fist, and that fist we just kind of see. But it's not changing. We're on this fist.
So I shouldn't start thinking about wanting to go closer to the tree.
It would be more complicated to travel across the planes to that. You might be able to pull it off, but you're not just going to shift from one plane to the other. There are gates and passages and things like that that are in place to stop you from just stumbling from one plane to the other. It's as complicated as it sounds without me simplifying it even further.
That magic's
I-
complicated.
I was just saying,
Well, if you want to be an archmage, Rowan, you're going to have to know this stuff.
I'm gonna burn any book that talks about this and pretend it doesn't exist.
just
Everyone
don't be
as
the
dumb as
arc.
I am when it comes to this.
Ow!
Just don't be the arc. You made her hurt.
My lord, we're out of logs for the fireplace. No need. Take this book.
Planar travel for dummies. We definitely don't need this one.
Burn it! Burn it all!
Outer planes, what are those?
Oh, can we burn the tree? Let's
Roman,
do that.
take inspiration.
I love how how he always gets DM inspiration is through just Archmage shenanigans.
Killbath is the trick to getting me to give you inspiration.
Make you hurt from your search.
Be as Roman as I can be.
All right. However,
Meanwhile-
in that hour, eventually you hear the gentle lute or harp playing of a Liland.
There it is. I hear it.
I saw a
We're going
boy.
that way. It's good
There's a boy near Connor.
Oh boy.
He's unfortunately in trouble this week.
Greetings. We've returned, mostly in shape and
So-
in one piece.
You have with a friend, I see.
More than one, technically.
All three monks stand up and stare at Elora.
To insight, just in general, if they try to take a
That-
fighting stance.
yes. Why are they so attentive towards
I
her?
didn't like this. I didn't like this from the start.
I assume because she's holding Nikolai.
She is.
I'm still watching for a fighting stance.
What do they want with this?
Well, as I mentioned, these monks here are very devoted to the mentality and teachings of Nikolai. So I believe that they may actually be able to... They're aware of his presence.
And she will hold up the jar. And you see the monks start to walk towards you all. They're not in fighting combat stances, but they are walking towards you.
Just watch them carefully.
The green-skinned of them, one of the Githzerai, will reach out and just put a hand on it. And he kind of... There's a pause. And then a tear starts to go down his cheek. And he will nod towards the others, and they all put their hands on this jar. And each of them kind of startle for a moment. And then they all start to cry. It's manly tears, but they are crying.
I feel bad.
Even our heroes are not infallible.
It's progress when I'm just sitting on the ground.
They kind of bow their heads and look to each other and just shake. And you watch as all three of them turn into a fine mist and just vanish.
I'm going to choose to believe that was a good thing.
Turn
Seems
into-
as though you're relieved of your duty, madam. Or sir. I'm not sure
Thank you.
the gender of the Lilind.
Did we get their
I
name?
have it. Well, she did not. Lillian did not give a name. No.
Yeah, I'm just going like this, up, down, like good or bad.
She'll shake her head. They gave in to loss.
Oh. Oh no.
What do you mean?
If you're bound so tightly to the soul of another that you cannot stand to be without them, if you emulate it so strongly, then you are here. They are part of Niflheim now.
Is that... I'm looking at Renard. Is that a good thing, bad thing?
Well, this is the plane of
Oh,
entropy,
Connor.
So
Sorry.
I'm
say
going to say that no, it's not a good thing. If there was any plane that were to be the place where being an individual ceases to be in favor of being nothing, then this is about as close as you can get to it.
Truan actually has his face in his hands and just a shit thing.
I doubt there was any other path for them, to be honest. They have been waiting for Nikolai for 200 years to just give up. As sad as it is.
Well, that's the thing.
What?
They didn't give up. It's just there was nothing here that could have made them see. The truth was not true good. The truth was apathy. The truth was that even our heroes are not perfect. They make mistakes, and that realization and realizing that Nikolai was not an absolute being of what he preached, I think may have been what caused them to give in finally. They've been tracking this in soul for hundreds and hundreds of years. They give so much of themselves to it, and in the end, they were following something that was incomplete, which was a core opposition to everything they believed in, being one with everything.
Well, Sounds like they weren't very at peace with just themselves. They were looking for something to fill that, and when it turned out Nikolai wasn't that thing, this is what happens. You're left with nothing.
You're muted, by the way, Lake.
I'm sorry if these last 200 years for you have been such a waste, our friend, but at the very least, your watch is done now. I wish it had been on better terms.
That mist kind of is dissipated at this point, right?
Yeah, they're gone.
Okay. I know some rituals from my year with the temple. I'll do like kind of just a proper like ceremony, kind of like for the dead.
Okay.
Just kind of beseeching that hopefully something is better for them.
Okay. Ceremony takes what, an hour?
If we're gonna do actual ceremony, I would ask the group if that's okay. I was just thinking like a couple of like rituals or words, not necessarily a ceremony to spell.
Yeah, ceremony's an hour.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't spend that long here. I just kind of want to say some words and like scriptures, essentially.
Honestly, if you want to take the hour, it would probably be good in this circumstance.
I can do it. I just don't. If we felt like there was a driver, I didn't want to like.
Doesn't really work like it should here, so.
Okay. I mean, I can do that and let people maybe take an hour for a short rest as well while I'm doing that. I don't know. It feels appropriate. That felt pretty. I'm sad about it. Tempest wouldn't want them to be kind of these lost souls if you could do something about it.
Okay. Spending the hour, you hear very little except the endless and furious chewing sound of Nidhogg biting upon the great world tree. It's almost maddening as branches crack and snap and then regrow in other spots.
Renard spends a surprising amount of time just staring up, looking at, not being able to, but just looking to see where the branches go off and end at.
Unfortunately, the mist of Niflheim makes it very hard to see where anything goes. But the tree is so utterly massive and so bizarrely strengthened by the formation of its roots. It almost looks like it has no beginning and no end. But you can see the great serpent coiled around it. And it really is hard to comprehend just how large it is. But even more shockingly, you are staring at a god. Not just an avatar of a god. That's a real deity right there. Sure, it's a evil one, known for devouring entire suns, but it's there.
Still a god.
Whenever you're done, Tempest, we should get going.
Yep. I'll finish up the ritual. I obviously can't do any of the like direct things here, but thinking about how they are part of this place now, I'll kind of focus the energies kind of where they disappeared and think about like the land and how they're part of it now, and I'll try to like grant atonement or peace.
Okay. As you all spend the hour resting and it comes to an end, I would like all of you to please make a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
I shouldn't have done this. I knew there was a bad idea.
I continue to roll really low.
Same.
Okay.
Is the Lilin still here, or did it leave?
It left. Yeah, she cast a spell to leave.
Wow. Fuck us too, I guess.
Okay. I have a effect to give both of you who failed. 3 of you failed.
I was
Oof.
like, both? You mean 3 at
Yeah.
least?
7's
Way
the
to see
magic
the
number you
effect.
can hit.
I will tell you all in private whispers in a little while.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck. Why am I getting
boy.
some Elturel, like, callbacks? You're not gonna turn me into a tiefling again, are you?
Oh, shit.
I am not going to turn you into a tiefling here.
Wow!
Holy shit. You want to try again?
Me.
Yes! Holy shit! How far can we go? Okay.
Oh, that's so good. 4 in a row. That's impressive.
Holy shit!
Wow.
You can't make that up.
Wow. I mean, you saw the thing I linked in chat the other day with the, like, 8 natural 1s and 2s in a row.
Oh boy.
All right, I want you to remember this number. Core is 23.
Yes.
Yes.
Excuse me, Core is 21.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Roman is 9. And Tempest is 51.
I don't know why, but when you said that number's 23, I was
Hi.
like, oh, is there a body swap gonna happen? That'd be so fucking funny.
That would be kind of funny. 51. I'm just gonna type it there and I'll type it somewhere else too.
Okay. Start sending whispers to you guys on Discord so you know what's going on.
Ritual is done. We're
I'm
leaving.
level 20 now.
Wouldn't that be nice? I'm level 51 apparently.
And yet your intelligence is still a negative 2.
This is a -1. I think mine's a -2.
Oh, never mind.
I think you
Also
buffed yours, right,
-1.
Michael?
Huh?
You buffed your intelligence, right?
Oh,
You know
what?
You're -1 in it now? Because you were -2, I think, when we started, right?
No, it's always been at 8.
Oh, never mind.
I have never bumped up intelligence. That was never gonna be my strong suit.
Someone's audio is coming
Yeah,
from
that's. I had my mic open. You're my
Oh.
husband.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. Renard is going to pull out the item, the key, and hold it up towards the sky in the way that was described to him by Kalis in order to open the door back to Sigil.
Okay. There is a screeching sound, and you can hear the dragon rumble again as something seems to have drawn its attention. You hear a very deep roar echo across the plains. And you can see a face descending from the clouds as the gate opens.
Everybody through.
Yep. Nope. Don't want to fight that.
Yep.
In we go.
Yep. I literally
Slamming
shoved
through.
really through.
As you see a giant serpent just kind of crash into the gate behind you as you all duck through it a couple seconds before it lands. And you find yourselves deposited in Sigil.
So now, I think this is the one. I think this is the one conundrum that we had. How do we get home?
23, get off of me!
No. I think there's a house we have to go to.
Yes.
I recall because I saw it. I made note of it.
Where we started?
Yes, where we started, indeed.
We'll probably come back here eventually, but we should probably draw as little attention as possible as we make our way through the city.
That thing's not coming through the portal, right? It can't. It's a snake thing.
Well, of what we learned, there are no gods allowed on Sigil, and that was a god, so I'm going to say no, it cannot follow us.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Did we want to go straight home, or do we want to look around a little bit more?
I don't think we want to go anywhere carrying the things that we're carrying right now.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'll linger anywhere.
What if it went like to our home, like it knows it was there, and it goes to our home?
Then we have bigger problems.
Traveling across gates is immensely more difficult than even I can describe to you, Roman. So just rest assured that that thing should not be able to get to us now that we're not on the plane of Niflheim anymore.
You'd like a third fist?
All right.
Temperature's down, it's okay.
All right. The streets of Sigil are wide and variable, and you can see creatures of all different shapes and sizes walking past and around you, and don't seem to pay you much in the particular mind. You get a couple looks from time to time, and you all definitely do stick out as a outlandish group. It's almost like you kind of fit in here.
I was gonna say, we stick out in Sigil? Have you been to Sigil?
No, you stick out. You are an outlandish-looking group. People do not seem to pay too much of a mind to you.
Okay.
As you're all walking, however, about halfway back to your destination, Renard, you just feel a little hand tap your hand. Oh, you doing, Bex? And you can see Dareth is there.
I was wondering when we see you again.
What took a minute to catch up to you? You got longer legs than I do.
Right, yes, we're just quickly making our way back to where we came from, making sure that we don't overstay our welcome, yeah.
Oh, sir. Did you get what you need?
Well, we certainly did our best.
Oh, who's the hottie? He points to Alora, who's just looking
By the way-
around. Her eyes are as wide as dinner plates at this place.
Oh,
She
Lord,
was-
this is Sigil.
Like 12 people. Now she's seeing everybody at once.
Whoops.
She can introduce herself. Just Renard will kind of step closer and just say, yes, this is our former guide, and this here, he'll just as Alora, is someone we met while we were traveling. And he'll kind of whisper into her ear, if anybody offers you a deal, don't accept anything.
Roman is just gonna go over to the boy. Yes, this is the boy we met before, and like wave my hand over his head to see if I like connect with like a body that's
There
illusory.
is nothing there. It's
Just this is how I say hello now. I'm just kind of
Would you
waving
mind
over
put
his
that up
head.
there?
What?
Could you just not do that for me? Oh, it's nice to meet all of you. Or at least I see all again. And my lady, he tips his metaphorical hat. You ever going where you're going?
Yes.
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 Okay, well, follow me then.
I like to imagine as like Cora's been inconspicuously like absent throughout most of these conversations, and she's just kind of like standing behind reading a well-worn piece of paper at this point. And when you all start walking, she actually lags behind, still reading.
I'll kind of stop a little bit and see that she's doing that. The moment I get too far back, I'm just like, that'll be fine. And I kind of catch back up to the group really fast.
Are you coming, Core?
Yes, sorry, I was reading this, again. I'll be right there. And Cor would eventually catch up, but once caught up, we'll pull the parchment back out and read it again.
Proceeding a little bit farther, they're 20 minutes down the walk. I need everybody to make a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Is this not passive? This is just straight up?
Regular perception.
I should really do better at these, theoretically. Wow!
Tempest, Cerulean, and Roman realize Laura's gone.
Dang it. How did we lose her?
Um,
Oh, shit.
guys, Laura is not here.
Do I have it? Shit, I don't have spell slots. I don't have that either. Shit. I have short rest.
Is our guide still with us?
Leading the way.
And
I
hey,
can't do it.
we're kind of like point where she was.
Hold on. We have to find her.
As you pause and look around, behind Core, she's actually talking to another different individual. Just seems to be having a light conversation.
Is it the individual that offered us that job before?
Funny enough.
Son of a...
I run up to him. I pick her up. He's trying to steal your soul, and I just walk away with her.
That's not very nice. I was doing no such thing.
You
You
totally were
guaranteed.
doing it.
And he sees he's holding like 6 blocks of metal. They're about an inch thick, connected by chains.
Ooh.
I was not doing that.
What are those?
Contract plates. Not for soul. But now that all you all here,
I'm
how
going to
did
go.
it go?
No. Wait.
Running from something horrible and evil and wants to kill us really should be going. Bye now.
Yeah.
It
we
is
have to leave.
following us.
Oh, that's too bad. I had a really nice weapon for you.
Roman is just
What?
walking away.
What kind of weapon?
Reynard is going to step over towards Alora, and at this point he's going to say, and it's time for you to hand over.
She will hold it up, and you can see his eyes widen.
I'm distracting him over here. I'm asking about the weapon.
Reynard is very gingerly going to take that, and as he takes it, he's going to look at the individual and say, we really must be going.
There is a moment where his eyes narrow very slightly. We'll be watching.
You and everyone else on every goddamn plane, it seems.
What can I say? You attract a crowd.
Apparently so.
Goodbye, Mars.
See you.
What's happening?
I guess.
Are you
I-
okay, Cor?
Yes, I'm fine. I don't know, I just miss Celia, so I'm reading this over again, and...
Oh, are you reading the note she gave you?
Yeah, that's what Cor is doing.
My last
Would you like
note.
a hug?
Yeah. I come over and I actually bump into Cyril and I'm like, oops, sorry.
It's comforting
It's okay.
in a way. Just looking at her writing fills me with joy.
23 gives Cora a hug.
Ah, there's a clang of metal on metal as
Clank,
the
clank.
two Warforged hug. Neither of them feel anything from it physically.
As you all get passed by a massive construct of almost looks like it's equine in nature. Almost if you were looking at a massive 12-foot tall centaur with metal wings on the back and absolutely packed with lances at its sides. It just kind of stops, looks.
Cor extends a hand so that
Hello.
the centaur can get in on the hug too. It probably won't, but I just amused by the idea.
Hug time for everyone.
Pauses, stares, and then walks off.
Reynard takes Alora's hand in his other hand. He's basically got the lotus under one hand, her in the other. It's like, I promise you can see this place again if you really want to, but right now, we should really be going somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah, this place is really, really weird. Why is
Yes.
it looped in on itself?
Well, and Reynard will basically just, as he'll pull her along as he explains, this is the city of Dorcittle. It's a giant ring. It circles in on itself because it itself is its own contained plane in a place that itself is another plane that is extremely complicated, though I imagine you might be able to explain. And he's just trying to draw on and keep as much of her attention so that she keeps going with us to the door we're trying to go through.
Yeah, noticing this,
Make a charisma check.
Oh, yeah, a charisma check. That's okay. I'll take a. Wow.
Quick
You
complaining.
managed to hold her attention.
while noticing what Renard's trying to do, I'll keep an eye out just to make sure that, we don't bump into anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since they've been chatting and hugging into us, Roman is like almost like 100 feet away. He's like, guys, it's coming. Let's go.
What? Wait, why are you over?
It's fine.
Bernard
It's
said.
fine. Meanwhile, like Tempest is literally like elbow to elbow with Cerulean. Like, it's fine. We're gonna keep an eye out for everything.
Or I can give
Is
you.
there anything I can roll? This seems weird. I got him on me now, which he never does, and then Roman's like 100 feet ahead. Is there anything I can roll?
Are you comfortable with him being right next to you?
He's fine. No, he's fine with it, but everyone's just acting weird now.
There has been a subtle party charm spell going around. I haven't cast anything yet, but it's happening. All right. Within about 15 more minutes, you are able to get back to your door. It is closed.
All right, let's see if and he'll let Alora go, pat her on the shoulder, just 1 second, and knock on the door.
It's a pause. Then you hear
It's a lot of locks.
He checks
The
his
door
wrist.
opens. And there's nobody in there, but it's open.
Inside.
I will step behind Renard.
I'm in as well.
Roman will take out an Ari and start kind of fanning the room for invisible people.
Lagging a little bit behind again. Someone would probably have to drag Core in.
Just 23 picks her up and puts him on his shoulder.
I was gonna offer a piggyback ride so she could just like read it on top of read the
That
letter on
actually
top
would
of
be
my
so
head.
cute.
I
Yeah,
want
let's
fan
do
art.
that.
I want fan art of 23 and Core getting
Aw.
a piggyback ride, writing a note, walking through Sigil.
That's adorable.
I love it. That's cute.
Meanwhile, in the background, you've got Roman just like in the background, just like paranoid, like ah.
You saw a giant god snake trying to eat us, and now we're dilly-dallying because he's going to come eat us again.
We're fine. Everything's great. Everything's super fortunate.
I mean, honestly, Roman, we're safer here than we are back on the Prime Material.
It's where we're going. It's worse.
Roman, it's fine. We are an extremely lucky group.
Well,
I've died twice. I'm not lucky.
Well, guess
Renard closes the door.
wait, you never say that.
I think what, Miss Core? I think I have something for you.
What could you possibly have for me? We just met. This is Alora speaking, right?
Yeah, it's Alora speaking. I didn't know what this was for. It was Adraxia brought it to me a long time ago, and I read it and didn't really understand it. She told me some things, but a lot of it I don't know. And she will hand you a note. It is in the same spot as the others, and I will sign it over to you.
Sweet. I love
Random
notes.
Random people have notes for you everywhere.
Yeah,
There it is.
Core's
It is
gonna.
it is under the letters notes map section. It is just for you.
Next, I'll give you a grocery list.
Shopping list. All right. As the door closes, there's a pause for a moment, and it opens up, and you are in Kaelus's shop in the back.
Oh, I'll be right
See,
back.
Roman, everything's great.
You know,
And she is there, smiling wide. Hi,
Renard walks
guys.
up- Renard walks straight up to Kaelus and just flicks her on the forehead.
Wow,
That was rude.
that
What
was very.
the hell did you think you were playing at, not telling us what we were going after? You didn't think that'd be important information, that we were going to retrieve the soul of one of the Dawnspire.
In my defense, I was told not to tell you that.
Of course, you were told not to tell us. That was not pertinent information, and I don't suppose you can tell us who told you not to tell us now.
Your boss, right? That's it.
Yeah, sorry. You're being tested by other people. They wanted to see what you could do.
Right. Well, I hope it was worth the proving grounds. Hi, this is Alora. Please greet yourself, Alora. We found her as well.
We were very
Alora?
lucky.
And she'll smile and, oh, nice to meet you. And she'll just quizzical look. You're weird looking.
There's an awkward pause where everybody tries to parse why she just said that.
Yeah.
Roman is just sliding towards 23 until he's right next to him and just leans up and goes, "She hasn't called us Burks yet. I don't think it's her."
I poke her.
Oh, do you bloody mind you back?
Is she people?
She's people.
Lake just flicked her in the head.
He wasn't checking though. Like, Renard has his way, I have my way.
That's a Will way, by the way. How many times he flicked me on the head here?
A lot.
Did you deserve it?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
I don't remember doing it once, but sure.
You flicked me on the head any number of times over here, or bat me on the head with something.
Probably deserved. But
I'm
yeah.
not saying I didn't deserve it, but still.
Yes, we're back. We have it. I'm guessing you don't actually want us to turn it over now. It was just you wanted us to prove that we could get it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Well,
Oh,
wonderful.
awesome.
Look,
I'm
I,
s-
I happen to know things that come and go because I have a lot of contacts and informants, and when somebody tells me that there is a good idea to do this kind of thing, you should go do this kind of thing.
Question for you. What do you know of Amaris?
Adraxia, is that what you said?
No, Amaris.
Sorry, I just thought you said it.
Oh, right. Fiend. Why did you run into him? I guess
Totally
it's the
wasn't
same.
trying to steal our soul. I actually have in my notes Amaris. 1 second here.
Totally not trying to steal my
Devil
soul.
man that totally won't try to steal our souls.
He's a incubus, I think.
Yeah, he knew while we were supposed to be there, he offered us something for the soul as well.
And you did take the deal. Oh, good. That was part of the test. Good.
Deal seems
Well-
like a bad idea.
I didn't in so many words tell him to get bent, but I mean, anyone who knows me.
Very good. I'm actually very proud of all of you. Very good. Very good.
Right.
She'll be proud to know about all that.
So
Says she? What?
these guys have rewards now. Whatever it is you offered. I remember, but I'm too tired to deal with it.
Oh,
Oh,
that
yes.
was we
25%
didn't.
discount.
Oh yeah, that's true. And we didn't. We were going to discuss what the reward is, like out of character, before we got here. We forgot.
Well, I'm offering you a 25% flat rate discount. Everything in the store.
Someone
Just
wanted a
and-
Lux?
Someone also wanted to buy a stone of good luck.
Yeah, I was about to say the Lux Stone. Which I'll be like, we don't need that. We're fine.
What, do you have bad luck? Says
No.
Alora.
Some of us.
We have great luck.
I could certainly use
Something
better
tells
luck.
me you have bad luck, Tempest.
No! I could have died, but I didn't.
Oh yeah, are there any negative effects that could potentially arise from staying too long on the plane of Niflheim that you know
Yes.
of? That I know of, for that matter?
Well, going to any plane that isn't your own can conversely affect you, yes.
What about
The
Niflheim?
longer you're there, the more effective it may be.
Hmm.
Oh, terms of madness, sanity. Sometimes you actually get stuck on the realm you're on. Biopia, for instance. If you're there for too long, you actually don't want to leave. It's so pleasant, you literally do not want to leave.
Well, that's not where we went, and that's not what people are feeling right now. I don't suppose you have anything you could do to help people with that by any means?
I point to Tempest, who's like literally like arm in arm on me.
That close.
Oh, time. Perhaps a good curative spell might get rid of it. If you weren't there for very long, it should not linger.
What do the effects of Niflheim normally have?
It's
I
a
don't
plane
know.
of apathy, so
Maybe emotions?
I would assume it is a connection to negative emotions that further the apathy and entropy.
Maybe. I don't know for sure. I've never been.
And
Been
this
to all
is-
sorts of places, but never been out to the land of loss.
I mean, Roman's definitely feeling paranoid.
Where's Roman?
I am just highly aware of all the danger around us.
Looking around, where's Roman right now?
I'm right next to 23.
Oh, okay.
Roman, you know what's really dangerous? Ball bearings all over the floor.
Mm-hmm. That's why I put them up so other people get them. I always know where my ball bearings are.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your ball bearings are?
I
All my ball
agree.
bearings are.
Some of us have definitely been affected by that plane. Like Renard's all of a sudden Mr. Chattybox, and he's talking to people.
You're
and-
right.
Bernard furrows his eyebrow like he's actually offended. They're probably saying this about him. I'm just trying to
fry
handle
look.
the situation. Like, okay, regardless, 25% discount. We've completed the job. I don't suppose our friend here, Alora, she say nothing of it. She might have some interest in going back to Sigil at some point. In fact, we may all have interest at some point in going back to Sigil. Could I trust that if you ever let her go back to Sigil, you don't let her go alone? She might need supervision.
Well, I could always use an assistant around the store. The imp has
You would
always been
meet-
a pain.
And you would meet a lot of interesting people doing that, Alora. It would be good work for you.
Oh, well, okay. If you're leaving me already.
Well,
I kind of thought we would have her on the ship for a little while. Let her
We're
get
just-
her bearings.
we're just helping her find work. We're not going to throw her out on the street. We come by here basically every day as well, and if she's welcome to take one of the rooms on the ship.
Actually, how long have we been gone?
Oh, yeah.
A couple hours.
Oh,
Fair. Easy.
interesting.
I don't think so. We do come here like every day. All right, we have to stop. We have to start coming here like twice a day, and then never for a week, and then like once a day. Like, we have to. We're being too predictable.
Our patterns are super obvious, aren't they, Roman?
Yes.
Well, I don't mind working. I could always learn more and meet more interesting people. And Kalis goes, oh yeah, you definitely will. I get some crazy fuckers through here. You ever see these machine people that come through my store?
You
No.
need to
Bernard,
protect
really?
her, right?
Bernard looks over at
Surprise.
Core 23 like,
Yeah, like
did she just say what I think she said?
That was super racist.
I just kind of go like,
Suddenly
Wow.
my opinion of Kalis just dropped like 2 points. Damn.
you can't just say that, especially in front of people.
No, I wasn't meaning you all. I meant the other constructs that went through here. The less intelligent
Wow.
ones.
Wow!
Maybe you shouldn't work here, Laura. I don't know if this is good on you.
You don't need to be influenced by these type of people.
Suddenly, machine is a racist word in Mythos. Canon. Hi, hubby.
I don't know. I'm just getting a very negative vibe from this.
Well, you know what? I could use another good rest in a place that isn't Niflheim. So, Laura, we'll show you around the city a bit if you're interested, and then take you back to where you'll be staying, if you want to stay with us, of course. But now that we've brought you here, and actually looking her over, she was a soul, right? She shouldn't have a physical body,
She does.
but she does.
How does that work?
She wasn't a soul.
She wasn't a soul.
Did she?
I'm going to need to stop by the Conservatory of the Arcane to research this. That is to be certain. You may like that place.
We must do
Was it place you can learn
research.
magic?
You know how to read, by the way.
I do. I can read every language.
Every language?
Every language. Adraxi taught me all of them.
How about Infernal? Can you read this? And I hold out the gun instructions for ages ago.
I'm
She'll take it from you and start reading it, and literally word for word, we'll start reading it off.
Yes.
you know, Tempest, if you needed someone to translate that, I could have done that.
It's usually not important.
So could Kalis.
Thank you, Kalis. It's been a pleasure seeing you. We'll keep that discount in mind. I don't think we have the money to buy the stone. We should really be on our way.
All right. Have fun, y'all.
As well, Kalis. Thank you again.
We'll probably be back tomorrow.
I'll be here. Probably.
While we're walking, Saroma will ask Allure, would you like new clothes? I know someone who could probably find you something nice.
She's wearing black robes, basically.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, would you like? I know I have a friend who's a clother.
I've never worn other clothes.
That would be a good idea to start. That's nearby the conservatory. We can go to both places. It's not too late, right?
It's mid-afternoon, actually.
Yeah, because we left really early morning to go there.
Yeah, it's probably noonish.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh.
Yes,
That's
that
a
seems
brunch.
like a good idea.
Could we get the map of
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Marseille again, please? Thank you.
Because the tailor is literally like 3 blocks away from the conservatory. I remember that.
Yeah, we'll bring up the.
Because the conservatory's over here and the tailor's like right here.
Yeah. It's
I also need to go to the industrial ward for something.
The
have
industrial
the-
ward?
we can't
Yes.
do that now.
Well, we did get the improved papers. We may actually be able to head there now.
We can, I think, from what we had last time. I think they said that gets us around the city.
Everywhere but the Royal District, essentially.
Right.
Yes. So it looks like we have things that we could get to.
I really should be getting to the industrial ward.
Well, we should handle the things nearby first, obviously 23, but we can do that before the end of the day, before it gets too late.
Sounds good.
Yes, we should all go together.
Also, Renat, I need to talk to you later.
Sure.
Okay.
Is this a conversation for the ship, or?
Probably. Well,
Alright.
kind of. Yes, it's a ship question.
Oh, you have ships?
Yes, we have a ship.
Oh, it's
And
so cool.
Yeah.
You will see it by the end of the day.
It's up there.
Oh, right, we're going to have to get that down.
She literally
The first
looks
time
up.
ever mention of the ship doesn't get Core's attention.
I just realized I had used levitate for the day because
It's
we did
alright.
that parasailing thing.
I can get up to it. It's not a big deal.
No. I meant in terms of like I saved my life using levitate.
Yes.
I didn't have it to save my life.
Oh, you're right.
I just realized that with all the timey-wimey stuff.
Well, retro, you're dead. So
Yes. It's like we just realized that that didn't actually happen, but Tippis just fell and fell and fell until he just hit the ground, and it literally was, I've been falling for 30 minutes.
It's like a delayed reaction. We're just walking. Tippis like, oh wait, I have a new subject. Just splatter.
Someone stole my time.
Cerulean had the right idea. I think we should head by the clothier first and let Alora get herself.
You're going to
some clothes.
fancy that first?
Sure.
Okay.
And I also, that actually helps me too, because I need
As you all are proceeding through the city, a lot of people stop and stare at Alora.
Got her hood up.
She's half elf. It's not that
She's,
crazy.
Oh, she's a dark elf.
She's an elf and a dark elf. She probably looks like she's from Ishnon.
Oh, we would have. Oh, does she have a hood or anything?
She was wearing black robes of the hood, yeah.
We'll tell her to put it up.
Renard just looks back like, she's with misfortune. Don't judge her.
Well, a lot of people say, why do they stop and stare?
Also, sorry. No, I was just gonna say 23 mean mugs literally everyone who stares at her.
Yeah, I'll kind of talk to her. I'll be like, here's the thing. I get it too. As you'll notice, and I'll kind of point out, like, see how not a lot of them look like, well, either of us?
A lot of people look like Reynard, but grungier.
That is accurate for this area. People in this realm don't particularly love people who don't look
As
like
you're talking,
them.
she starts laughing as she points at a sign of a street that looked for an advertisement. It's called, Arm in a Keg. I get it. Clever.
So like I'm saying, people are inherent.
These are places here, though.
People are inherently going to treat you differently.
Why?
Because you look different.
Why does that matter?
It doesn't. It's stupid. But they're stupid.
They're all stupid? Everybody here is stupid? Look at this. They make good jokes.
They do. And you know, I make good jokes occasionally, but I'm still stupid.
Oh, you're not wrong.
I think what Temps is trying to say is that everyone has a preconceived notion of what they think is right, but when it shouldn't be that way.
They assume because I look this way that I'm a certain way. They assume because you look your way, you're a certain way. And
Oh, it's because I'm half drow.
that's correct.
Oh.
That's not looked upon favorably.
I would have thought they would have liked us with Shalenthal doing everything she did.
Nope.
Shalenthal is but one example. There are many more drow that exist across the realms.
Oh.
But do not worry.
Maybe I'll find my mother when this is all done.
I not
Yes.
recommend that right now.
Nope. That's no.
Why?
She wanted to use you in that ritual thing, remember?
Well, don't know if that's for true. It was at the time. That was a long time ago.
We have evidence that suggests that it's not a good idea to probably visit with it right now.
Oh, what kind of evidence?
Have you heard of this? We'll talk about it later, actually. Just don't let us forget about it.
We have a place we can talk a little bit more privately,
Okay.
and we do want to talk to you about it, just not here.
All right. Okay.
But now we're going to get some fancy clothes.
I don't have any money.
We'll
we don't
spot
want it,
you.
it's fine.
We will give you money.
Okay.
And Cerulean over here knows the lady. He's very fortunate.
All right. Making your way over towards Fancy, that costuming, you do see that it is open. Although it looks like somebody's thrown eggs at it lately.
I walk over and I prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation, yep, the double team. This place is going to be looking spot and span by the time we're done.
Meanwhile, I'll be taking her over and just being like, see, this is another example of the racism thing.
Why would they throw eggs at a house?
Because the person who owns the shop is not like them.
Oh, what's she like?
You'll love her.
Yeah, she's lovely.
I haven't met her yet.
I actually haven't either.
I'm just going off of what Cerulean said.
Opening the door, you see a room lined with racks of clothes, hats and costumes of all sorts, and a dragonborn of a lovely shade of green. I believe I have my handout.
Remember, buddy.
Your buddy.
A buddy.
Your buddy.
Where are you, lady? There she is.
Elbeth.
Oh, hello, Cerulean and all your friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What can I do?
Her some new clothes.
And she'll look at Alora. Oh, you poor thing. What's wrong with her other clothes? Does she not have any? Or Alora, I'm new to town. Ah. And you are a lovely shade of green.
I think we just lost Curtis.
Uh-oh.
Either that or we lost the stream.
Oh.
There was a network error.
Are we good, Curtis? Or are we down?
Looks like it's up now. At least we're up.
Okay. It may have just been a hiccup.
Hiccup.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're back.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay. I'm new in town and don't have any clothes, but what's on my back? Oh. Cerulean, dear, will you stay here? This is going to be a lot of time to get her a proper wardrobe.
Oh, of course. Oh, Albert, one last thing, or one thing for me as well. The order that I put, could you actually send it to our ship, please?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Just to give her enough clothes to last her, we'll say, the month. What would you expect that to cost?
Well, it depends on how fancy we want them, but I think we can do pretty well.
Mostly living in, but I would say one or two fancy outfits would also be reasonable, just in case you wanted to have something nice.
Okay, yes, we can do that. Very simple. So leave it to Cerulean. Leave him 50 gold should be enough to cover everything. I'm fairly certain. I don't think it'd go over that.
All right.
And I'll keep an eye on her too.
Raynar will take out 5 platinum pieces and just hand it to her.
Oh, I was already going to pay for it, if you're okay with that.
I mean, you want to pay for it? Raynar's already taken the money out and handing it over.
Okay. I mean, if you're already in that process, go for
We
it.
got 250 platinum, to be fair. We got plenty.
Yeah. Roman's just hanging. When he saw, basically when she put up her hood, Roman also put up the hood on his wolf cloak. He's also going to just nudge Cerulean real quick. So can you have her send mine too? The purple suit thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to start perusing her shop to see if there's anything, like any masks that she sells.
There are masquerade masks of all sorts.
I need a full face covering mask.
Okay.
I will also reference to Elbeth that Roman wants to send to the ship too.
I hear that, face masks are becoming a thing.
Depending on where you are, yes.
Yeah, I think they're good just everywhere in general.
Especially
I
that
don't
ball
think-
coming up.
Are they having masks at the ball?
Some people are, yes. I've had sold quite a few in the last 2 weeks.
It is a masquerade ball.
Oh, that's true. Maybe we should get some just in case.
Yes.
Add it to the list.
I want something with feathers.
Something just doesn't surprise me about that statement.
Well, considering I have feathers in my hair braided in, yes.
We need lots of them and make them bright green.
I don't know if that would go with my complexion.
Blue and green goes wonderful together.
What kind of green are we thinking? Not like
I'm
neon.
thinking like a peacock.
That sounds great. I accede to your obvious knowledge of fashion. I lost my accent with that.
Much like my mother, the burns aren't frequent, but when they come, they sting.
Oof. Hurts.
Love you, Mom.
What about 23 and Core? Would you guys like something to
Of course, already got a great outfit.
That's true. I mean, it's for the ball specifically.
Cor slowly looks up from atop 23's back with her note in her hands and goes, "What?"
Do you want something to wear at the ball?
Oh, A mask would be fun. It would be interesting to have an actual, like, facial feature mask with eyes and a mouth on it. It'd be funny.
I don't know if that would... You know what? Live your best life.
And 23?
I mean, most of my armor is, like, I'm technically naked.
A mask for the ball, 23.
Yes.
It's a masquerade ball. You're supposed to hide your identity. Even if it's superficial, because...
23, like, scratched it, like...
Very superficial, I think.
I have a dragon mask that would suit you very nicely.
Ooh.
It's blue.
You could go as a blue dragon. You could even spit out lightning occasionally.
Yes. I will take that.
That's a good thought for me too. Has my mother come by for a mask at all, or no?
No.
Does she always shop here, or is it maybe she shops somewhere else?
Sometimes. But yeah,
I'll have something drawn up for you, Elsbeth, and send plans for something. Elbeth, yes, for something I would like done.
Okay.
I'll kind of...
Well, I hope you all enjoy yourselves. Feel free to shop and browse. I will be here with Mr. Lawrence Cerulean for a little while.
I think I'll stay.
Very well.
If you need me, I'll be here.
Okay. And for the sake of not turning this into a shopping episode, what are we doing else for shopping stuff?
I would like to get a quote on 500 pounds of adamantite.
I'll get back to you on that one.
Sounds good.
In the Discord.
Raynar does want to go to the conservatory and see what time he can put into researching why someone who died in the womb would have a body in another plane.
Okay.
That's something he would have a lot of interest in and is very curious about.
Magic.
Get back to you on that one too.
Yes, I'm just saying that's what he plans on doing.
Okay. With those three orders then, I think we'll call it for this evening. As Misfortune prepares for the masquerade and tries to answer some questions about things that have occurred in the past couple of days. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves watching this episode of Tabletop Roleplay Theater. I know that I certainly have enjoyed running it. These group of ne'er-do-wells and nefarious characters have always kept me on my toes. Be sure to check out our other channels and other shows that we run. I believe Curtis spends a lot of time scaring the ever-living crap out of, well, everybody with the cult series that he runs. What do you got? Up to 3 now, Voice of God? 4 cult games? 1 game in a podcast? Well, definitely horrifying no matter what. We have other shows that are in the works. Don't we, Mr. Michael?
Though nothing that we can confirm or deny, just in case.
Yeah.
We're working on lots of new stuff that's going to be coming out here in the next couple of months, guys, so stick around. I think
God hasn't approved it yet.
We're working on it. We're working on some cool stuff. Y'all going to like it. All right, I will see you all next week. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.